Choke at all?
It looks like the middle one did not get soaked.
I thought we died
Sure, I didn't
because
stand on it.
okay. I thought Q rezzed.
Well, I
and
saw
he
other people in it, so I got confused. I was like, oh.
yeah.
That's probably my
'cause
fault.
Q
Yeah,
rezzed
'cause I
into it. Yeah.
rezzed. Yeah.
That's cool.
He was
I
trying to
thought
find
we
his
died
download.
I don't know how
Q was
I don't know
standing
how
in
I died at the beginning though.
Well, I don't know. Did you check your phone?
Yeah.
How did someone know someone was about to die
Yeah.
before it even happened? Answer that one.
What?
Just scam.
Someone someone called it, didn't they?
I may have. I don't know. Just all dead people.
I saw the future.
I opened my third eye. So.
This guy's playing monk.
Stream, and then instead of going backwards, the time I went forwards.
Stop sign. Purple.
The ultimate stream snipe technology.
Stay. Swap last.
Alright.
Stay. Swap.
That doesn't allow my cast at all. Ah, had a good run, boys.
GG.
GG.
Dodge left.
Dodge left. Super chain 1, super chain 1.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
No, it's left 5.
Oh, good. So did I.
I intentionally didn't
Out
bot.
partners.
All partners.
Bought it on the first.
Going to 3 neck. DPS spread.
In first.
In, then out. DPS spread.
Dave?
What?
I was the Dark Tower.
Oh, fucking shit! God damn it!
It was good timing for us dying though. It was good punctuation.
I was the one that was supposed to soak the tower.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I was assuming you were gonna move because I'm like, I'm not gonna play chicken here.
Yeah, laser soaks
The brain
towers.
fart.
Yeah, no, all good.
Laser soaks towers.
Everybody
Don't
gets
feel bad
3.
About now potting. Everybody gets 7 or
No, I'm potting.
Everyone gets enough.
When we get the when we get the ads, I will start potting. We gotta get the pre-ad
That's
jitters
probably
out.
the smarter move. Yeah, okay. Me? I'm always pot kind of guy.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
I'm always medicated.
always.
That's definitely fair.
Swap sides. Purple. Stay. Don't move.
Roger, roger.
Stay. Stay.
Believe it or not, still stay. What's everybody moving? Q told you to stay.
Look, if I stay, I'm gonna go to the wrong tower.
You can't move anymore.
You
than-
can't move. Calorics out.
Dodge left.
Dodge left, dodge left.
Oh, thank you, game. It's blessed me with tethers, because I notice I can't handle the towers.
Dodge left, dodge left.
Ooh. Nobody soaked the tower next to me.
That,
or that I dropped.
That would be me. Yeah.
He was celebrating getting the tether so
I will
much.
admit it. Yep.
Me 2 weeks ago.
Yep. Yep.
Looks at dwindling stack of pots. Start sweating.
Fine, I got more. I got more.
Show me your all, that I might become divinity manifest. From nothing, I mold life. You cannot escape
Swap
my
sides.
eternal
Yellow.
gaze.
Swap early.
Swap early.
Yep. Swap. Stay. Dodge right.
Dodge right.
Swing it again, Kay.
Dodge right.
Dodge right.
Oh,
That never happens.
I forgot my puddle.
Ah. Okay. Loud compass.
Galapagos.
Turtles.
I don't know how he got. That doesn't even make sense though, because he's like melee. He literally has the most health.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That kind of never
From
happens.
the fabric of creation.
Do the chain.
In partners.
Going to full. DPS
spread.
spread.
In first.
In, then out.
You cannot escape my eternal
Yellow.
Blue.
Blue, yeah. Swap early. Swap. Stay.
Today,
Party out.
theory shall be proven as fact.
I did it again.
Bears feet, some tethers, and shit.
Click your debuffs. When it happens. Listen for the calls. Tower, tethered debuff. Dark Tower.
To silent vessels, I
Dark
give
Tower.
voice.
I am in.
I'm out.
What it is.
Thank you.
This is but a glimpse of a god's strength.
Early fast lasers. Early fast lasers.
Powers you will never wield.
Laser
First
1.
lasers.
Second lasers.
2.
3 to 3.
There's 4.
Yeah, I said early ones, not late ones.
Okay.
That
Good
one
job.
seemed a little late.
Hey.
Targetable.
We're holding first for the party mechanic after the super chain.
Such a singularly resolute
Prepare yourself.
Stupid chain.
Make you look bad.
Prepare for trouble. Make it trouble.
You cannot escape
Straight
my
pattern from A.
A. Purple side. Swap early.
Walk early. Do the half room. Stay on the side. And then box.
Today, my fury shall
Already out.
Already out.
Souls.
Pots.
Ah, thanks for the reminder, yes.
Miscalculations are inevitable, but vexing.
Remember, step by step, guys. A or C, then cleave,
Sure.
then party, then add.
North.
Will be at A.
A.
I go
A
into
going to D.
dog. Learn the
Shine brilliant for me!
partners.
It's in.
Walk in.
Me.
Out.
Clock.
Out.
Voice!
Two side. Oh.
Oh.
B. Oh, we don't have any. Oh, no, Prank's alive. Okay, good.
Should tell.
Where the fuck are the
Covering,
bodies?
covering him. Woo!
DSLB. DSLB.
Just kill it. Just get it. Just.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna die! Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit it.
Yeah,
Don't just, make sure you hit it.
Yeah, I always poke it.
I was like, I was about to heal LB
Yeah.
and I canceled it. Yeah. I was like, it's 2%. We need to just LB.
Clutch LB telling.
Very nice. Very nice.
More
Nice
like
call.
clutch call me.
Clutch call, Trini. Outstanding.
Thank you for your service.
Phenomenal.
Clutch call, Dragon Slayer, Prinny.
Yeah.
Yes!
It's all that insight from all those quest
Yes, the
points.
flaws are not mine.
I feel bad.
It's the kids who are to blame.
I killed Meg at the beginning of that run. It feels bad. I did pop both times though.
So did I.
What if you
I
were
think-
a
Oh,
big
potted
snake?
I think I potted Giga early on the party thing. I did it like when
Same.
she was casting the party
Same.
attack.
I did
Oh,
I don't know the timing. When is it after or?
It's right after,
Oh.
basically. It's a little scuffed for you guys because you're healing for On the Soul after Perry and Apple. But everybody else does right after Perry Apple.
Whenever my chain's up, that's the pot one left.
You got this.
Whenever
Tom.
your chain is up. Wait, that doesn't make sense because it's a 2-minute, isn't it?
It is.
It works.
No.
Yeah.
But
Two
our 2
minutes.
minutes comes up like halfway through or like at the beginning of Super Chain 1. So you have to hold it.
Sure.
What?
It's like 45 or like 50-ish seconds or like approximately a minute after she comes up.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah.
Phoenix and then right
Okay.
when Bahamut is up again, I hold Searing until Bahamut is up again for approximately 36 seconds.
Yeah.
So like it's just some odd timing there, but it works.
The marks. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get there to be honest. But so in the video, Hectors, they have group 1 line up on the left side and group 2 line up on the right side. Yukizuris, they have some fucking weird ass. Like
Oh, you mean for the fucked up towers?
Yeah, the tower thing. So are we just doing group 1 left, group 2 right? Is that probably easier to remember?
Yeah.
Sure.
Melee's on the outside, range on the inside.
Sure.
Should we just pretend line up now, just to make sure everyone knows?
Yeah,
what's going on?
imagine if this was like the center. It would be like me, James on the center, and then range, and then melee, and then tanks. So James, you'd be like, yeah, we'd line up like this, and then I think it's like Zero's front.
Zero
one's
step
back over.
forward, one's back. Yeah.
Okay.
Zero's forward, one's back. Yeah.
And then we'll just continue with that fire strat we were doing. The other one had the north-south pattern that Red was talking about, but I mean they're both the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like
let's
this
just
one because it gets to be Snakes 3.
Food.
Fire 1 is Snakes 3.
I did watch a little bit of the second PlayStation X-Pack on. Where you do it, but then you have to like mirror your position.
Yeah, you basically
That's
just
a
walk,
good
time.
walk through the
Easy.
middle.
Very
And
funny.
Genesis is after that, right? Or is it
No.
before?
Or
Before.
before.
Before?
It's the fire mechanic, Exa flares, and then Genesis towers.
I
Left side,
did
guys.
not study Pangenesis.
It's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I imagine most of it will be getting used to caloric.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
I did see an iteration where all healer and range goes out first. And I was like,
For what?
for caloric. Like rather than having
Healers. Is that
yeah,
the start?
it's for the markers it's just healers and range out and
North,
North,
south?
south, north, south. Wait for the debuff.
Now?
if you don't want to look at the debuff you can also just do it when
Don't run off the edge.
the icon disappears. It's about the same timing. Not the icon, the
Fair to think,
markers above your head.
So much damage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just can't
Horizontal.
Horizontal?
Yeah, horizontal.
Line up against the line, guys. Lots of space.
The heavens bend to my will.
I can just slowly deal with it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I
just
want to
get
move the whispering anyway, so that works.
I'll just top this off here.
From base elements is greatness
Progs.
X box go home.
X back off. A triangle, B block.
Also remember, Alpha's north, Beta's south.
Move.
Oh, sorry, we fucked up.
will not be disobeyed.
I didn't see it either.
Oh, were you trying to take
No.
my box?
Me and Maggie, we chose our shapes, but we didn't block the right shape. And I didn't even notice that Maggie was on the wrong one, so I should have just looked too.
I was on the wrong one? I was A though.
Yeah, there's two A's on our thing.
Oh,
So-
no, the other one was a square.
It was a square on the top right. Then was
Yeah.
it me? I missed
Yeah, it was a
Sorry.
square.
Am I to blame?
You took the wrong square.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I asked.
yeah.
Like, did you try to take
Sorry,
my box?
I saw a red thing move, and I'm like, what the? Sorry.
Pretty says this misbegotten world is to blame.
I said we, because I wasn't sure. I was not sure.
will not be denied.
I did not straight up blame him. I thought I saw.
I'm trying. I've been betrayed.
Do not blame him, Mark.
Mark, I did not. Oh, wait. Someone forget something?
Yep.
Me.
Everybody gets one.
Denizens of the
Yeah.
abyss.
They were basically all on top of each other anyway.
I summon
North,
North,
south,
south?
south.
Now.
Don't run off the edge. Like me.
circle,
Spin.
circle, circle.
Spin to win.
Beyblade advantage.
To my will. From base elements is greatness forged.
We meet again.
I think this is out enough. Yeah, that's fine.
Move.
A god's will cannot be disobeyed.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, I didn't get out fast enough.
I think you sniped me too.
A little spicy,
Maybe.
I think.
Yeah, I died
oh.
instantly.
Oh,
So.
instantly. Yeah.
Come up quick and grab aggro if you can.
Oh. Was I? Oh, Dave. Yeah.
Who am I healing? Dave?
You do Dave.
Yeah, Dave's the only one who's gonna take the thing. I'm invulning.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't get any
I got
stats.
him.
So.
Yeah, he was rezzing.
Recoverable.
Look
Oh,
there.
it wasn't me.
Who's got the eye?
Maggie's good north.
Maggie A,
Maggie A.
Maggie A.
Maggie A.
That is not A, buddy.
Restrict your movement.
DPS or splits go.
Oh frick, I chose wrong.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
We're dead.
Okay. Fine.
I thought I had
Fine.
a thing. I did not look right.
Yeah, we saw it.
Oh, I was supposed to go south.
Um.
Let me double check.
Yes, you're supposed to stop.
Sorry, give me a second.
Sure.
I remember.
Supports are calling where they're going or calling after they went? Question mark?
Should we?
Yeah. I
Sure,
think you should.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just say
Yeah.
like north and just
sorry.
say
Sure,
whatever
give me-
direction you're going.
Cardinal.
Just say
Give
whatever
me-
direction. Yeah.
Give me 1 second to break this off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, I'm looking at my debuffs and it's hard to do that and also look at whether or not you guys have gone or not.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think
Between the
support should say
flaming
when they've
fireball
gone.
and-
Yeah. Just say the direction so that way the DPS knows. And there's a lot of time, so
12 seconds, he said?
roughly 12 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mechanic panic is making me feel like it's not, but.
Yeah.
Mechanic panic.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, if anybody dies there, we should definitely try to get the tanks up first or get ready to get
For
a
the crush.
DPS up.
For the
Yeah.
crush on him, yeah, fair enough. I made a judgment call. May not have been right,
I can create
but it's what happened.
or omit.
Besides the tentacle things, do any of the tanks know if there's an actual tank buster you saving your cooldowns?
That's the crush helm.
Yeah.
You have to use everything for that?
Yeah, I mean the final hit, even if you get Asuna, is still like a tank busting hit.
Very spicy.
But yeah, I mean you should definitely be using shorts like as they come.
Yeah.
It's
maybe
one of
do that, Dave.
those-
Like spam
Yeah.
your short.
It's one of those because only one tank is taking autos. Like they expect, I think, both tanks to put the cooldowns on like
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah, just spam blood wedding or whatever.
I summon you.
Northeast, southwest.
Supports north.
Go. Well, I did it.
It happened! It
I can get
happened!
It's
to
not
hit
me.
Iron Jaws and walk at the same time.
I know, right?
Fall down.
Watch your debuffs.
Stay away from me.
Line up horizontal.
Oh, her tentacle's in my way.
I am so okay. We're fine.
You got this, Kale?
Yeah, that one's the worst through the tentacle.
Yeah, you have to kind of tilt your camera down.
It's hard through the markers too.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
From base elements is
P12.
greatness forged.
The pug. God bless the corner.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Corner is best.
Remember Alpha's north, Beta's south, in your lane.
Move.
Move.
Don't tell me to get in my lane.
A God's will cannot be disobeyed.
Put on the numbers, guys.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
Ooh, somebody.
Alright.
Careful where
I
you're
got Dave. I
pointing
got
that
Dave. I got
gun.
Dave. I got Dave. Scam.
Because I scared everyone, I used my LP button.
Remember, you're getting Dave cube.
Yep.
I love that we're making you do that. My favorite
I
part of the whole
love
fight.
that neither of the healers are assuming anything.
You can't make us. We have a
Yeah,
bard.
I'm just happy
Well, you guys make it
High-end's finally getting used. It's
Yeah.
happen. Dave south, Dave south.
The moon. Yeah.
South?
Yeah, because I'm.
Ivan,
Yeah.
Okay. I've moved.
move. Sorry.
Alan, north.
You should have.
Shoot, you want to
Well,
call
I
the
was-
Tell the direction.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was fire,
Sure,
I
sure,
think.
sure.
But
Yeah.
you should have come to me, I think.
I'm sorry. We're like too many people talking. What are you saying?
I said, I believe I was fire, so I believe Q should have come to me, question mark?
Oh.
No.
Yes,
Oh,
okay.
not Q,
No,
James.
Okay.
Or somebody.
Someone. I had a
Someone,
fire
yeah.
and there was no
Oh.
non-fire to run to that didn't have a partner.
Wait,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
maybe,
I
maybe I
just-
did it. Maybe I did it wrong.
I was arrow and I went B.
Ivan, what were you?
I was just
Yeah.
west. I was hard
I
coded.
don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what
no,
we're
no.
debuffed though.
James should have gone to A.
Fire?
Because he's group 2,
Oh.
so- and he was arrow, and I was fire.
Nope, you're
And
right.
group 2
You're
starts
right.
A clockwise, so
Yep,
yeah.
you're right.
Oh, you were a fire?
I thought I
Ivan,
was.
Ivan was a fire.
I don't remember.
I was a
I've
fire.
already
and
forgot.
I just ran to you because I didn't see a fire above your head.
I think
No, you're right. I did it wrong. I should have
Okay,
gone.
that's
Yeah.
okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Remember, yeah. So group 2 is north, like A,
Yep.
clockwise, and
Yep.
group 1 is
Yeah,
D,
it's snakes.
counterclockwise.
The snakes 3.
Yeah.
why is it so much harder to tell with this than snakes? I feel like snakes is easier.
I agree. No,
Oh,
I
it's 'cause
agree.
snakes.
Snakes
I
said
don't know.
gave us
No,
an
snakes-
external thing to look at. You look
Yeah,
at the.
snakes.
Yeah.
You just had to. You only looked at your partner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you only had to look at your partner, literally.
Yeah, when I saw I was like static west, I did not even bother to look if I like what debuff I was, because I knew I
That's
wasn't
okay,
moving.
Same.
Well, the thing is, like, even if you were D or B with the initial marker, that means like you could still be fire or wind, right? So you still have to-
Yeah, no, for sure.
that.
At the
Right, but like,
yeah, I'd have to look at the
to
end.
move until later.
Yeah. One step at a time.
I thought I saw in one of the videos, they say that
Only I can guide it.
Any of that. Oh.
the initial people won't get fired again,
They will
but
never be fire.
I'm not. I'd have to
'Cause then-
find the
Oh, the two
video
beacons?
Yeah, because
Again.
then
I'd have
they
to
just
find the
always win.
video again. Yeah. If that's true, it'd be helpful.
Northeast, southwest. Go.
Move.
Alright, we fell off. It's good.
That's a good sign.
It's the run.
I just move up to a certain point, and if that's not enough to break the chain, I guess we're dying.
I stopped once my chain break.
That's just
Or-
Line up
vertical.
vertically, you guys.
The heavens bend to my will. From base elements is greatness forged.
Nice, I can do this.
God bless.
Past.
Correct.
Remember Alpha's north, Beta south. On your like.
Move.
Yeah, time. Move. Now. Oh, Jesus. Ooh. Why?
Hmm?
North was not very safe.
Yeah.
I just went.
Ooh, that fucking hurts.
Yeah, I just went. Are we doing more north, more south for these, or what?
So
Like,
I think
It's the
what,
corners of the markers, right?
okay, well that's why I did.
I wasn't saying it was you.
I know, but it was most likely me saying northwest.
Okay, it wasn't you.
Maggie A.
I'm winning.
I'm going north.
I'm winning.
I screwed that up.
No, we're. Oh,
You did?
that looked right.
No, I think you were right because
That
I was
did- that
fire
did look
and I
right.
and
Because
Penny didn't have fire.
I kept saying I was winning, but I didn't see a fire over Dave's head, and he went south, and I
Yeah.
thought I saw a fire on C. Or am I crazy?
I was south and I had fire. Pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Do
I
we
thought we
wanna
had fire on all markers.
do we wanna review
let's
the?
review.
Yeah, it did look like that.
It could also be if people were slightly too close. Maybe there was
The markers
overlap.
aren't even. I don't know if the markers are supposed to be even or not, but people probably got clipped.
Oh, that's possible. I may have been off center. I didn't
Yeah,
know
we
that.
might
That
need to
must-
adjust
yeah.
them a little. If everybody was in the right
further-
place.
A's further north than C is, like in line with D and B. So
Yeah, I think those were the.
I mean, do we need it? Oh, you can't place markers while in battle, huh?
No, you-
No,
Or can you?
I don't think so. Let's. I think.
Well, I think like in. Fuck, I don't have the video open.
Oh,
I've
so
got
here's
you.
here's. I'll screenshot what the. It's
Or
not.
you can place it too.
Back section.
What? Place
What?
it.
Those
So
markers.
are we putting C further out to match A?
I
Or
don't
are
know.
we-
That was what was in the video though. So, are you screenshotting the video or?
I was gonna screenshot what the. Here, 1 second.
Okay, because like I'm looking at the video right now, and that's how Hector has it set up. I think
Yeah.
D and B needs to be up a little bit north.
So you see how A is like north of the intersection of blue lines, whereas C is. Oh, it's also north, but it's not equidistant from the center where we're stacking, is the thing.
Okay, is it supposed to be lined up with the blue? Because again, This is just what Hector has. I'm looking at his video, and this is literally it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be aligned
I-
with the blue.
I think so.
A and C should be on the crosses of the blue lines, and D and B I think look okay, right? They maybe need to be shifted like slightly north.
Yeah, slightly north.
Yeah, because I just went to the VOD and we do have a pair in each marker. So
yeah, my guess is either like B and C or B and C or D and C probably overlap.
I was not centered. It's very possible.
yeah, so okay, I have the clip where 4 people die, so that was the overlap. It looks like it was between B and C.
Possible.
Yeah, because
Okay, I
it
didn't know
was
about it that
Dave.
much.
Yeah, Dave, James, Talon, and Kay. I think that was B and C. Yeah.
The other thing is, I think, what did he say that if you're the beacon, you have to be on the inner side of DMB?
Yeah.
Or
The inner side of D and B. What does that mean? What is
Yeah,
inner?
towards the
Yeah,
you wanna be
yeah.
towards
Towards
the
middle.
center.
Yeah.
towards the
Because
Of-
like
of the
when the
arena.
the very first thing goes off, one of the 2 people will get like the partner stack, and you need that to
Right,
hit the
but we
people in
lived
the
through
middle so
that.
that you soak it with someone.
Yeah, but we lived through that, so I think
Yeah.
that was fun.
It's too hard to actually place these markers with that screenshot. I can't probably lines. And it's something like
Yeah,
he's
it's
like here.
it's not easy. That looks more centered. I'd say let's maybe try it with that.
What's up then? Let me move. Am I moving A down a bit too? Oh, it's a little bit scuffed.
I think the key is like how spaced apart they are, and that looks better.
I think in the video it's more diamond shape than
Yeah.
a square shape.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave that one up there then for now. Okay, let's just try it again.
Yeah, I think that looks better,
That'd be cool.
but
Can
it's
you believe they screwed with the lines on the floor?
Yeah, why don't they fucking both line up? You can't explain that shit.
You really can.
we're gonna have to steal the illicit markers from somebody at this rate.
Like actually, yeah.
You got any of them markers?
Got the markers.
Hey, kid, wanna buy a marker?
We need a marker.
8 preferably.
Yeah, it's called an 8-bag of markers.
You got that 8-pack?
Does anyone know what a pencil crayon is?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, do I? Yeah, I think so.
I think if I saw it, I would know it. But
Or am I just thinking of the crayons that have the crayon
porn
shape? That's probably what
juice.
I'm thinking
no,
of. Oh, okay, then that's what I was thinking of.
not what I was thinking of at all.
I'm
Nope.
thinking about like colored pencils.
Love their porn.
Colored pencils.
I was thinking about the crayons with the box with a sharpener.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Now,
We're on the same page.
I was thinking Canada was weird.
yeah,
Wait.
Canada is weird. We call them pencil crayons.
You're trying to corrupt our innocent minds here. We're
Nah.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink, blackest night, I summon you!
Northwest, southeast.
Roger.
Don't fall off.
Move, move,
Go.
move.
Everyone gets one.
True. Heard that somewhere.
I could not see myself.
Me neither.
I actually started zooming in for that. And like,
Line up
Horizontal.
horizontal.
My fairy is fucking.
B.
All the more to feed you better fairy juice. right?
Yeah, that's the prime fairy juice. Everyone gets a swig.
From base elements is greatness
P-Prog?
born.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. Alright, I'm trolling a little.
God bless, dude. I've been in a corner every time so far.
Okay, that's not the right one. Go south. Or
No!
no, it is. Sorry, sorry. It is right. Yeah, sorry. I
Oh
thought you
my
were-
god, move. No,
Sorry.
we're dead. You made it up.
Sorry, I thought you were A and I was B, and yeah.
Cringe.
Yikes.
I don't know how to read
Dave
this
should've stood his
bad.
ground.
Stick to your refreshing your dots, old man.
What's it?
Let's go,
Can
let's
I
go.
have
Cue
one?
that was wrong.
Taking those
That's
away
wrong.
next
The
expansion.
world that was wrong. Yeah, they're gonna give to the new range caster as opposed to the
You're gonna
melee
what to the
caster.
new range caster?
My dots.
Probably.
They're
They're gonna give Bard instead of their current
Right.
gauge. They'll give him a shape matching mechanic. It's like hit the square. Put the
In
square
the
button in the
match,
square
okay.
hole.
They're gonna give him a box of crayons.
Use dots.
colored pencil. Pencil crayon.
I will not be denied!
Man, the best part about having a warrior to take that is like, doesn't even matter if he gets low before the tank buster.
It's true.
Win-win.
Just don't heal Dave ever. I know.
That is not what I said.
That's what I said.
The pro gamer tips.
Can you trust
I'm
me?
I've healed before.
Can you trust me to give him my gauge all
Pretty
the
will vouch
time?
for
Good.
me. Pretty will vouch.
I've never seen this guy.
Ooh, hung out to dry.
East west. DPS west, right?
Yeah. No, DPS
No,
East.
wait, right.
DPS East!
So I asked.
Forget about it.
It's the same as 10.
10?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we did DPS East 10 for 10, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Where you go?
Yep.
I don't know anything in
Yeah, Pretty's forgotten 10
Finn.
out of
Blades. Blades.
trauma.
The heavens bend to my will.
Really? Okay.
Okay, Cure 3.
Base element
Bug.
greatness forged.
Ah, perfect opportunity to break Tier 3 actually.
I don't want to, but.
Brinny cast a GCD for the first time in his life. He hated
Exile,
it.
exile, exile. Yeah, it's true. I mean, there's no good healing in situation there, man. It's actually so dumb. Move.
Move.
A god's will cannot be disobeyed.
Don't worry,
Oh,
I remember.
Okay. Tank Buster. AoE first, I mean. Okay, who missed it?
Oh, I didn't veil. I didn't veil there. I had forgotten the tank stance, so I was trying to do the tank
Veil
swap.
and reprisal? Question mark?
I don't have a reprisal until after that.
My reprisal.
Or was it was that the one that didn't make it? I can't remember.
Might be up back.
I think
by then.
that's the one where
It should be up for this one, right? If someone does the first one, the first person should be able to get this one again.
for reprisal. You're
I
saying?
think so, yeah. Well, I mean, what else is you guys replies in?
So I get the Ultima at the end of Small World.
Oh,
And-
is Dave, are you reprising the classical? Let's move
Yes.
that over. Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah,
for
that's
the
probably-
reprisal.
I'll
Yeah.
shake it off the classical and then.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Yeah, classical doesn't
Yeah.
do that much damage.
I
And
have
then the
the
region would be
recitation
nice,
at that
yeah.
point anyway, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, let's do that. Let's just
Yeah,
shift
and
that
I'll
over.
keep veiling that. I just didn't. I didn't because I forgot to tank. I was worried about Crush Helm. Shouldn't have been. I had plenty of time.
You were worried about crush. You invuln it. What is there to worry?
I didn't have tank stance on, so I didn't have aggro, so I had to taunt Shirk.
Why don't you just turn it on after your opener?
I usually do, but I had
Oh.
forgotten. That's why I was out of sorts.
Gotcha.
And I didn't turn tank stance on because I was trying to be better about giving Dave my gauge. It was like a comedy of errors.
It's trying to be Pog.
I was trying to beat Pog, but my mom wouldn't let me.
I'm an X-Out boy.
Exot, go home.
Only I can guide a star to its rightful place.
I'll share the joke after this.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be a good one.
Well, I think we're all. I think we all know.
North south.
Yeah, don't run off the edge.
At first I heard you as gonna run off the edge. I was like, why?
Just gonna commit to it, you know?
It's like, no.
Why play this game? I'm going off the edge anyway.
It's called an X-Out 360 because
Mm.
you do a 360 and you walk away.
Horizontal.
Horizontal.
Okay, that was a joke.
The heavens bend to my will.
I'll never
Hugh,
get
do
over
you
big
mini?
wings.
Hugh, what do you mini?
I'm mini for this one, for Classic Concept.
Oh. How long is mini?
The last 15 seconds.
Oh,
Oh no, local
I'm
man
coming,
forced
I'm
to
coming.
think.
Yourself. I don't know where I'm supposed to use my bell. I'm not using one.
Move.
A god's will cannot be disobeyed.
Rolling.
Yeah, I have
Healthy.
Ultima back up
Nice,
for
nice,
that.
That's
so
good. That's good. That's good. That works.
You hang heavy on the prize.
I have.
Pour cover from the
Get
I'm
your
glad
macro
nobody
ready.
heard what I said.
You ready to do a
You
soon
have
now?
No, I didn't say that. I said nobody heard what I said.
Oh, okay.
I have Troubadour.
Unleash
Yeah,
You're
Ultima.
gonna, you're gonna
Or
Ultima
the
the party.
Ultima, yeah.
Me?
the party.
Lord.
Me.
Hang on. I'm in.
Move
I'm north.
east, west, or move west.
I need
Wait,
a friend.
That's not. That's
Somebody-
That's wrong.
yeah.
No, no,
Uh,
I'm not. Jesus
yeah, yeah.
Christ.
Somebody stranded Talon again.
Yeah. Okay, so I think again,
Oh,
like
that's
if you're the
bad.
wind, I think it's very easy to spot the fire because the fire is above their head.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
That's good.
I
I think you were
noticed-
supposed to be south, and then Talon was north. I think in that
Yeah,
instant.
yeah.
I noticed again for that instance, the original beacons, neither of us got fire. But we'll just keep an eye on it, see
Yeah, a
if
couple
that
more runs.
gets,
Yeah,
if that
it's
breaks.
consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just do the strat until it doesn't work,
Yeah.
and you move on.
But yeah, I think that would be helpful because then you just look at your own
It's-
and then you
yeah,
look in
yeah,
one
yeah.
direction only. But we'll see. We'll see.
I don't think the video is really set.
Yeah, I'm not sure
specifically,
Hector
Yeah.
said it.
I don't remember it saying either. And I watched both of them today.
What did I watch? Yukizuri or somebody else? It was someone else. I was just trying to refresh on caloric because I figured that would be today's focus.
Chill.
Is that to make the decision between beacons going north-south versus east-west?
You mean the people in the
Beacons
middle?
always go east-west.
Or
beacon-
south.
The beacons always go east-west.
Okay.
There's only 2 of them total.
And it's always
Go.
supports on the
Go.
west side.
Yes.
Okay, zooming in there is a good idea.
Yeah, I zoom in and then zoom back out when we get to this part. I fell off one too many times.
Beyblade.
Circle.
Fair play.
In the wind.
Let it rip!
I've never once watched
I mean, neither
any
did I.
Beyblade media.
Yeah, I'll just clear through there. I'm trying to-
Alright, that works.
I'll just see that whole fucking phase.
What have you done with Prinny?
Yeah. No. There's nothing good to use for book.
Epog.
Epog. Oh, we got the easy one, K, hell yeah.
Wait a second. I'm done.
Yeah, you're south.
Move.
A god's will cannot be disobeyed.
Oh! Holy!
I moved too early.
Who?
Me.
Pew 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 pew!
Alright, caloric. You spread.
Yeah, I've just
Not
been hugging.
Crush
the-
Home
Let's
first.
jump first.
Oh, you're right.
It's a breather, but get ready for caloric for everybody else, I guess.
You can take like, I want to say 2.
Does this
hits of that
AoE?
thing.
I don't know, stand on top of each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next time, because if we could pre-position middle, just in case, like, so we don't forget.
It's
Caloric.
me.
My design.
Alright, don't fuck it up. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, beacon's not fired.
South.
East.
Oh, looking good.
Go Talon.
North.
I'm missing a partner.
Ah, Talon!
Okay.
I didn't have fire that time. God dang it.
You were what that time?
I had arrow that time and I got it mixed up.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
so-
wait. Okay, so think about it this way, because
No,
that
I
run-
just. Yeah, I just got confused because like I think all the other times I have had fire.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
you-
We're just saying like, so that time it was wind east and west again, and fire north and south. But is it always gonna be fire north and south if wind
No.
is east and west? No, that's just
No.
random, right?
I think your 2 possibilities are outside all wind or wind
2 and 2?
on north-south only. I think
Wind
those
on
are
north,
your
south
2.
only?
Oh, sorry, wind on east-west
East-west?
only. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Either either the entire outside is wind or DB are going to be wind is
Okay.
what it seems like so far. Question.
Okay, let's go again. Let's just see it.
And I would say if you're middle, since it's like a cluster of people, like definitely look at your own debuff, but then you can
You just
look
gotta
at
look
the
at your own,
people's
yeah.
head, like look at the
Yeah.
other people's heads and look
Yeah,
at your
yeah.
own debuff.
That's how I've been doing it.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah.
I haven't been
Saw
middle in a
Win.
while, but that's how I was doing it.
I saw wind on myself and I just looked for my first fight, like
Yeah.
straight up. And I'd probably do the same vice versa. If I was a fight, I'd probably look for a blink instead.
Don't you worry about blank.
Let me worry about blink.
Wait, doesn't he get turned to stone?
Yes, he does.
Wait, what?
FF9 reference.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
best Final Fantasy.
sorry.
In my own personal thing.
Ah,
Oh,
I
did
won't
you-
disagree.
Did you see the remake thing that the fans did?
No,
nine?
didn't-
Oh yeah. That was yeah.
It's
it was
really
gorgeous.
pretty.
Yeah, somebody made like an Unreal Engine
Oh, it's that
5
thing,
demo
yeah.
of
Oh, sick.
Alexandria. They're not gonna
It's-
do the whole
it's-
game, but
Yeah, it's not a. I don't think it's playable, but it's very
Right.
pretty.
Northwest, southeast. Go.
Pokemon Go.
You spray.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah,
He
who's
goes
Brave, brave man.
Maggie.
Oh. Dude,
I just
okay.
want to get to my
God
spot so I
gamer.
can Minare.
Fair.
I need to,
Because the sprint lasts until I get to this spot, so.
need to turn off
Win,
nameplate.
win, win, win.
The heavens bend to my will.
The nameplate is like what really fucks me up on the
Yeah.
on seeing the edge.
Yeah, that's why I started zooming in.
When we die, please remind me to plug in my headset. It's about to die.
Now,
Okay. Well, see
Exot,
ya.
Exot, Exot. Skirt. Wait a second. Move.
Move.
A force will cannot be disobeyed.
Whoa.
Nice lovely.
Yeah, okay, I'm using those there, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. This might kill us, but I need to know.
Sure.
Actually, it'll only kill Dave. Okay, it looks fine. Yeah, good to know. I'm just gonna stack middle then.
He's dead!
Look, that wasn't
Blue
my fault.
spread, blue spread, watch your heads.
To my design.
Maggie A.
Maggie A.
North?
West.
Right, our new markers. Good. Actually. Yes.
Okay.
Arrow
Wind
out.
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 Oh, didn't even get the chance, but yeah.
Whoa. He like
Somebody moved a little
Dave-
too much.
Did he move too much?
Dave insta exploded.
Yeah, he had moved too much.
Stacks.
I thought
Yeah.
I had wind at.
You were wind, weren't you? Because I was fire and I paired with you.
Should I have had 4 stacks there as an arrow?
No.
4 stacks.
Yeah,
No.
that seems
No,
wrong.
no, no.
I
You
don't-
get 4 stacks when you reach your spot, I think.
If you get
I hadn't moved yet though.
But 5 stacks.
Like
yeah,
after the
bomb.
explosions went off,
Yeah.
I had 4.
There had to have been overlap then.
There was overlap?
Had to have been from the 4 stacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They said stand more inner on the letters? Well, you guys were.
Yeah.
I think the D and B are just overlapping then. Because they're definitely like, I don't know.
Hold on, I'm
Am I
watching the
getting hit with
numbers.
these stacks? I
Yeah.
thought it was
Yeah.
just
You're here with
moving.
fire.
Yeah.
You're here with fire. It increases your stacks.
All
Seven.
the arrows had 4, so I think that's supposed to happen, right? Maybe
Okay,
something.
so-
Looks you gotta move.
1 second.
Yeah, I think you just can't move too much, right?
You don't get a stack from moving. Or
He
maybe
has
yes.
Talon went from. I'm sorry, I'm rewatching it. Talon went from 2 to 4.
yeah.
What was
If I
the timer
do
left
5.
on it when it was 4?
10.
second.
I didn't see the timer.
10.
10 seconds?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, when it went to
definitely should
4?
not be.
No. The timer doesn't reset when it gets another number.
Oh.
Or it might, I don't know. But the point is, like, it's not going to fall off before...
Is
the
A and C supposed to be center of their markers or not? Because you guys were also...
Yes.
A and C were also inner on the marker.
I think they're supposed to be center.
Inner's,
supposed to be- yeah,
inner's good,
probably.
though, because that means they're moving less distance.
Yeah, so the problem was that, like... I think Q and Talon definitely overlapped because they went from 2 to 4, and you guys were standing a little bit north of your markers.
So I'm watching the Hector video, and the people who had arrow have 4 stacks before the arrow hits.
Has 4 stacks.
Well, yes,
over
but
the
you
arrow.
get. I think don't you get a stack for moving? Isn't that how it works?
It's 9 yalms. It's 9 yalms. You can move up to 9 yalms before you get
Yes,
another
but don't I have to go? I'm going like all the way to the 2,
You're going...
so I should have gotten another stack by moving. So I had the arrow.
You move in just right before the 2, I think.
So
Right
we
before
should
the 1.
we should have 3 stacks once after we get hit with the arrow, with the first arrow.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you get one for
Okay,
moving
what do you
to
mean?
the spot.
What do you mean
I don't
getting
know if
hit
you
by the
move-
first arrow? You mean the first
The
stack?
means
first
fire.
Okay.
The first fire. Yeah.
I don't know if you're supposed to move enough to get a stack. Are you?
I thought that was the...
I think you have to because you have
think
to
you
because
have
the
to.
arrows are
you
big.
have to
aren't
move.
they?
wanna-
Yeah, you have to get a stack from moving.
Okay.
So you spread them.
So we just had one too many.
No, I think people were just too close because Q and Talon both got 2 stacks.
Oh yeah, because yep. So north and
Okay, listen here.
east dropped lower than everybody else
Yeah.
after the fires.
And James went from 2 to 3, so he didn't get double clip.
Yeah.
And he is...
Or no, sorry, that's
North,
north and west. Sorry.
Wait, sorry. I may
Yeah,
have
because
said
I
that wrong.
instantly exploded. And I only got like halfway.
No wait, this is weird. Hold on.
Wait, no, yeah, Dave also got 2 stacks.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I only got to 3 before I exploded, and I needed to get to 1.
You need to get
Because
Huh?
no.
You get just before 1.
Yeah, you'll be at 3. Anyway,
What? That's
the,
not what the video shows.
hold on. The people who took extra damage, so I guess they got double clipped, would be Dave, Talon, Q. I think those are the only people to take extra.
I was standing
So
right on top
south
of Dave
was good.
as well.
Oh, I was south.
Man, I don't understand.
Yes.
But
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Wait, you were...
Let me. I'll
you
post
shouldn't be
a
standing on
screenshot
top
of
of me. You should be centered.
Okay, here's the image. Right, this is where the people are running. They're running to the 1 and 2, straight up, right?
I don't see an image. What are you
I
showing?
posted it in the raid channel.
Yeah.
Raid channel. Yeah, you run just before the 1 or 2. Stop
Yeah.
yourself from going too far.
Yeah. So this is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the number.
but-
This is what the stacks look like.
But you shouldn't have been stacking on me. You should be into the center. And I'm off center towards the middle a little bit.
What?
I think the person who comes into stack with the sides also goes. No, wait, that's when you rotate afterwards. I think.
So yeah, Ivan's right that me, Dave, James, and Talon are at force, but the people who have the least amount of health, I guess.
So
are-
there's only supposed to be 2 people with 4, and that's the north and south arrows. And that's why they only move a little bit outside of the markers. But the east and west arrows should have 3. And then when they move, they get 4. That's literally how the video goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think. Yeah, I guess
this
people
is-
got
this-
double clipped. Like,
I think
that's just what it
whoever-
looks like.
Yeah, I think people are like sitting. I mean, it might have been south who was too close because it didn't hit north,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Yeah. So just.
Is
just-
it possible that the initial beacons stand on the inner side of DMB, but the people who go bring fire to them should be in the center?
in
Yes.
the center? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
That should
because
be
it
true.
should. I think, yeah. I might have also
Oh,
just
okay.
been more on the inside too, because I
That-
was standing on.
So fire more.
Yeah,
You're
that's
saying
what I was
fire
trying to
on the
say
center
earlier.
of the marker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire. Yeah, and it doesn't matter where the other people are standing. The arrows, or it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But like
So-
you know.
Yeah, so the initial beacons on DMB will stay closer to the center, but everybody going outside from the center should go to the center of the marker and not to wherever their partner is exactly. Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
Give it a go.
Fire on the marker. Wind your regular inner spots or whatever the fuck it is. That's what we're agreeing on, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Because
wanna
I was
make
just
sure.
thinking, like, there was no reason, given that I was fire and I ended up with 3, like, it was just kind of a loss.
Yeah,
So
that
probably
would make more
makes
sense.
sense
Because
that I
I was
would've gone
definitely, I was also inner on. So maybe I helped flip someone.
I will not be denied. Only I can guide its path with graceful grace.
Oh, and I just wanted to say, for Beatpog, after your tether to your partner goes away, you actually have time to run from like the south part of the arena to the north part, so you can fully pre-position if that is less nerve-wracking
Northwest, southeast.
for you.
Move.
I will second that. I've been doing that, and it's not that tight at all.
I feel like it's tighter to try to get into position after
Yep.
than the opposite, but it's just dependent on whatever everybody's preference is. Just throwing that option out
Vertical.
there.
Vertical.
I'm planking.
Bend to my will.
Can I ride on your carbuncle?
Sure.
It's gonna cost you $20.
Oh,
Elements is greatness.
an extra 5 for a picture.
Beatpog.
Does it come with carbuncle candies?
Move.
Move.
It's shaped like the gem on its forehead.
Fuck.
Somebody shot us directly.
Yeah. I was looking at the D marker and not 3. That was...
Okay, understand.
Good. I'll get the long red or after I heal here.
Okay.
Just Q's up.
Heavy on the prideful. Pour cover for one that
See this
hasn't.
thing cluster? Remember on the corner of the number guide, or even a little bit more north or south.
I run to the corner and then I run
You're ready.
diagonal out of the
Ready.
corner usually.
My design.
It's Maggie. Okay, yep.
East.
Oh, what the?
I don't think that's right, but we've
Okay,
figured
yeah,
it
I
out.
think we're. I think I was east. And you were north.
But I have 5.
Flex the fire stacks.
Oh shit.
I'm spamming healed.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think you had to move up to the right at the intersection of the blue lines.
Yeah, sorry. That's right. That was all good.
Sorry, did me moving early freak you out? I saw James go.
No, James just chose the wrong spot. But I
No,
flexed
wait,
it.
hang on.
Yeah.
I had fire, and North
fire?
had fire, so I
Oh.
had to go east.
Pretty, I think you were supposed to be west.
No,
No,
I was arrow.
I went west.
Yeah, I was arrow. I went north.
Yeah.
that was
No,
right.
you would have gone south. So
South.
whoever went
Yeah.
south is wrong.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I
I
went
moved-
south
No,
after
s-
Printer.
yeah, South was last. South was last.
South was a
okay.
fire. South was a fire.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Or
I was
No.
arrow.
Mm,
No. See, yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I saw a fire north. I saw the only fire north
oh,
at
okay,
this
then
at
I
the
guess
initial
Printer's
start.
No.
right.
Did we?
But then I saw
We
a
didn't-
fire run to B, and I don't know if someone's late to their spot or not. So I just ran north after they moved.
Oh no, sorry, that was me. Yeah.
Huh?
I thought there were only 2 fires from the center, so I moved early. I should not have. You would have gone west, and I should have gone north. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know. I
For
only saw
sure.
one fire.
I
Well,
think that's right.
Hold on, I'll take this screenshot before anybody moves. Oh yeah, no. So this is
Was it
Yeah.
one fire, 3
it was
wind?
one fire, 3 wind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
the
yeah.
only. that was just, that was
no,
just
that's
a-
my bad. I
okay.
preemptively moved because I was so used to having 2 fires. I just
Yeah.
like, oh,
So that
fire
is
went east. Let me go.
yeah. So that's not a pattern. North was
Oh.
fire. The other 3 were all wind.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I should have ended up west, but I went south.
No. You're fine. I was Pretty and I would have swapped. Just I moved early and took his spot, so that's why he got.
You took my spot.
Yeah, I took your spot.
Well, you should still have. No, you should have been south.
Who should have been south?
Or wait.
Who's
yeah,
on
because
first?
you are DPS 2.
It was tanks.
so-
Look, the picture
each
shows
of you are-
tanks and melees out. So
Yes.
range are in.
Yes.
Yes.
James went to B because he was fire. I went to A because I was wind, and that's it.
Yeah, so I should have been D
Oh.
because I was fire, and K should have been C. 'cause she was
Yes.
fire.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, the group-
Prinny had to do the long look there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even have to do a long look. There was only one place to go.
True.
it worked out. It worked out.
It did work
but
well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like,
fine.
understand.
Ooh,
Remember,
we
group
solved it.
one, group 1D, group 2A. I saw the. I was under the impression it was a 2-2 pattern.
Same.
So I was like,
Yeah.
is B? Am I B?
So I think the only guarantee is that D and B won't have fires.
So far.
Yeah.
So far.
So far. Yeah.
I'll try to find the video that said that after.
Oh, guess what? They're wrong.
Yeah, but A and D are definitely. I was thinking that A and C could be random because
Because
No,
they don't
absolutely.
get anything.
they're just like a random other support and a random other
Yeah.
DPS.
We had a run. What was it? Tuesday, where all the fires
Oh
were
my
in
God,
fire.
yes.
Oh, okay, that was my
it?
fault.
That
I
was-
didn't.
that was me.
I didn't admit.
We both of us fucked up.
Everybody gets 1, but not 2.
Yeah, that hurts.
Thinking about caloric.
Yeah, I was thinking about caloric.
I mean, that's understandable.
We had a run on Tuesday where all the fires were in the center.
We did.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yep.
But
That makes sense.
it still seems to me like D and B will never have fires.
Yes. That makes sense to me.
You run with it
It's
until it's
because-
wrong.
Because they start with beacons, I guess.
You run with it until it's wrong.
Yep.
Couldn't be wrong.
Please do not forget your mat. I beg.
Yeah,
They
there's,
left the trunk.
they really like to do healer torture on the last fights.
Yeah, I play the hardest one.
Or at least
Free DPS, yeah.
smart mitt on the last
Clear,
fight.
clear, clear, clear. May as well not even have regen and cure 2 and medica 2 on my butt.
Yeah, but are you casting your cure 1s for your free cure 2s?
God can't remove that.
East west. DPS east.
That reminds me of Gold.
Go.
I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Meant you what?
Golden, when he started
Oh,
playing.
yeah.
He was like, well, I'm supposed to be spamming cure 1 to get the free prop, right?
It's free real estate.
Yeah, I was back in the era, though. Back in the day.
Horizontal.
Horizontal.
Back when Marlboros were a threat.
I'll never,
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
From base elements is greatness forged.
Bug.
Progs. That's feeling right saying. I retract.
God bless, only one.
Move.
Move.
A God's will cannot be disobeyed.
And it hurts. Oh!
Oh,
Huge!
I moved early. I
That's
moved early. That's my
last
fault.
it.
Yeah, I moved early. I moved early. I'm sorry.
You got them all.
Friggin' guard.
Whoa! That's amazing!
Oh,
Good
Q,
job!
here's your bounty. Here's your bounty.
Good job, Q!
Alright, Q, you're saving Dave while I slow res
Yep.
everyone for the next fucking game.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Dude, the fact that he got everybody is pretty sick, honestly.
I'm just
I
gonna-
have Swifty.
You do not?
I
I'll
do, I
get
do, I do, I do.
Talon.
I'm already resing Talon.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me switch to this. Nope, I already got it. Nice.
Healers.
Q, get out. Oh no.
Is it healers? Oh,
What?
I don't know, I didn't see my marker.
Huh?
You
Yeah, it
have
was
marker,
healers.
and
Oh,
then
I
you
can see it. Oh, I
um,
see. Yep.
and then
yep.
you did a weird jump out and got 5 stacks and exploded.
Let's be north. Let's be north together.
That's a very successful run this time.
He said if he couldn't murder the run once, he'd do it again.
My job ain't done.
The rest of the raid is still
Yeah,
alive.
he was like, there's still 4 people alive.
target
Okay,
acquired.
like a last
For-
couple pulls.
Yeah.
and then,
For that
let's call it a night.
tentacle, like, if you're only getting hit by your own tentacle, you can get hit by like
Whoa.
2.
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Ooh. Beleaguered.
So,
beleaguered.
Sorry,
Is
accidental
there-
right click. She's way too close.
err on the side of moving late and killing
What-
just
what
yourself.
tentacle?
Yeah.
The
The ray.
yeah, the protean. It comes from the tentacle.
Yeah, and the tentacles are gonna be on 3 and like the corners of 3 and 4. You can stand like right up against them, basically.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, I just stand on the
there.
corner of the number.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Literally every time.
it's free. It's free real estate.
yeah. I'm just trying to say, like, you don't have to be scared of eating 1 or 2 of your
You
own.
have to take a hit.
But
Yeah, you
yeah.
actually do have to take a hit. So once you get
But-
hit, you just move out.
denizens of the abyss. From
Like you're not gonna dissuade Q from murdering.
North south.
Four.
true.
See,
It's the only thing he knows.
move, 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 move.
He was born on the battlefield.
True. Spin away.
Beyblade.
the heavens bend to my will.
I wonder if that's supposed to be a reference to Mount Gulg final boss. That mechanic. It's angels.
Elements is greatness forged.
That tree. Deepak.
This guy's choking on food.
I hope Dave recovers in real life.
Move.
A God's will cannot be disobeyed.
Alright, that works. Ultima.
Hey guys, I have no heals. Good luck.
Misfortune lies heavy on
This is a glare.
Your father, the one that heavens fall.
Loose spread and watch your head after this.
I like that. Loose spread and watch your head. Words of wisdom.
The elements flow
It's me.
to my desire.
Healers, Henry.
North.
West.
Well, it's all fires. Yeah.
Good. Deepak. Moving out.
Move.
Oh, is this fucking far enough? Oh no.
I'm scared. I don't want to move anymore.
Oh no! I think it's
I'm
far
saving,
enough.
I'm saving heal.
Oh, Tis.
Oh,
Tis, you were supposed to move.
fire.
West.
Yeah, fire. I think is it clockwise or
North south have to move, right? Because
north?
Yes,
South have
north,
to move
south.
to D and B, right?
Yeah.
Or like
Yes.
clockwise if you can, and then counterclockwise if they're the same markers. You.
Hang on, give
You're
me a
keeping the
sec.
same strat too, where it's like you're not stacking the fire with fire.
Yes.
You gotta watch the debuffs again.
Yeah.
I
and
need to see how far that south move
yeah,
is.
and
That-
north and south rotate because east and west winds are moving further out. That's why it's that way.
I mean, other than that looked pretty good.
Oh,
right?
it's right to the line.
Yeah.
Okay, I was good.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was
Yeah,
I stood right
everybody's
beside
good.
the one, man.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
That
the
was
only reason
scary.
we died there is just the fire rotates.
I had a sliver of health.
That's,
Uh,
yeah,
but
we need.
Well,
heals,
yeah,
we need heals
the
or something
midi.
there,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I reprisal it. I'm assuming it works for that whole mechanic, but
I think I might have
don't
to
know.
swap my bell there, honestly.
Ooh, that's probably good. Yeah, there's like
Probably a good
better.
place for a bow.
3 or 4 instances, right? The bell.
The belly of the
I
beast.
can create worlds.
Alright, last pull, last pull. And then...
Feeling when you're towing the blue line and you're wondering if you're gonna kill the group because you're not towing the line enough.
Yeah.
Where I
yeah.
Or if you
Yeah.
move a little bit more and then get a fit stack and then blow up the group anyway.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I think
Thank
there's a
you.
somewhat amount of wiggle room. Like, I think clipping is the bigger danger.
I don't know. It's an instant wipe if you get the 5 stacks.
Well, true.
Yeah. And then if you're too close, then you hunt everybody off the arena.
Oh, James,
Yeah,
you don't need to end on there. I don't know if you've been looking at
Northwest,
that.
I
southeast.
have been indoming there. I don't have any other place to spend it. That's
Oh,
No.
then use an energy drain.
yeah, I can do that.
Unironically, yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because I'll just heal.
Yep.
Whole party, yeah. I think that we have double recon both. Because I think you use fairy there.
I do use fairy at that transition because I don't use fairy there. Yeah, I can move that into thing.
Horizontal.
Vertical.
Vertical.
Vertical. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Vertical. My bad. When you don't remember the difference between horizontal and vertical.
Oh, you know.
Excuse my panicked overwriting of your call.
No, it's good. You're right. You're right to do that.
Horizontal is just vertical turn 90 degrees.
Yeah. Flip
It's all
it
the same
Turn
thing.
ways.
Turn ways.
Turn the
ways, flip
chessboard
turn ways.
around. IMO.
Vertical turnways. Horizontal turnways.
Epog, everybody.
I'd be pogging.
Move.
A god's will cannot be disobeyed.
Yeah. I don't think I need to go there.
Yeah.
As long as no one gets hit.
I would never.
Well, that's so awesome.
Misfortune hangs heavy on the prideful. Poor cover for one that has
Yeah, the regen hit is pretty good too.
Yeah, we got this covered pretty well.
Where's my suit? I want one.
Alright, loose spread.
The elements flow according to
Healers
my
and
design.
melees.
Yep.
West.
North.
Oh.
That's rough.
Q your.
That was me. It was my. I was wrong. Yeah. That was me.
Well,
Okay.
farewell, my friends.
I thought Prinny. For some reason, I didn't see the fire above Prinny's head.
I am going to drop expedient there. Just everyone be aware. Don't overrun.
Yeah, that's not used. Yeah.
Oh no, that's scary.
Alright, let's go.
Bad scholar, no fairy.
I think we got it. We just gotta remember all the
Yeah,
we
for
should
sure.
Remember the little rules, yeah. Alright, good job.
I think that's all these like mechanics. You just gotta remember the whole dance from the start.
Yeah, that's all the whole stuff that the whole game is really. It's a memorization game.
QI,
Right.
QI.
GG.
Island reminder if you do that stuff.
Sunday, okay for everyone? No one's
Yeah.
on vacation, right?
Sunday,
Or-
Sunday,
So,
Sunday.
Sunday it is.
What vacation? What holiday is it next week?
I don't know, I'm just asking.
Vacation from
Schmebley's
Family day.
Oh, I
Vacation
guess this
from
is
Labor
actually a
Day.
good time for me to bring up. On the week of Labor Day, I'm not going to be in town.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
that's-
I also won't be in town either.
What-
So that Sunday, I
What is
will not
Labor
be
Day?
available.
That Sunday? September, like the first week of
Second?
September, right?
Yeah,
weekend of
first
September?
the first weekend of
First week,
September.
yeah.
It's a Friday through Monday. Is the first through
third.
fourth.
Okay.
Yeah.
September 3rd.
So
September
yeah,
3rd?
so
Yeah.
that Sunday I'm not going to be here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same.
Well, we can just call it off, honestly. I mean, it's a actual holiday.
We can labor on Labor Day
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, true.
There's
will be.
one day in late September that I might be missing, but I'll wait on that one.
Yeah, I mean, whenever it comes, just say it.
Yeah.
Say so. Sounds good. Alrighty.
Cool.
Thanks,
That was Progs.
everyone.
Good job,
Bye,
everyone.
Be
Bye.
Prog.
That was
Prog,
a Prog.
Be Pog.
Be Prog.
Bye bye.
Alright, good night.
Bye.
See ya.
See you later, guys. Appreciate it.
Be progging.
That was some fun caloric.
Color ick.
Color D's.
Ick.
Icks. What makes it so ick?
Oh, the pog.
The amount of pogs.
Be Pog champ.
The pog champ.
Neo-ish Guardian butts of
That's probably money.
might be.
A wooden bin. Thanks, retainer.
The duality of retainer. Neo-ish Guardian butts, 14k. Not that much money.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go to bed. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, bye, bye. Can't remember if I got all my sap done. I think I did. I'm not sure why I would have come here if I didn't get all my things, but there you go, double check. Lemon cakes. Oh, she gone. Didn't even get to check.
You going to bed soon, Dave?
Sounds like he's already asleep.
Oh, there we go.
Did
The
he
heck,
just-
Dave's making money off my cities.
What?
Yeah.
Played Zeppelins.
Mm. I'm gonna watch Noda.
Goats
Nudie.
Migos.
Mid lane,
If you wanted to watch
we
Ivan.
group up. Kids will
But
I don't
Down
want to
those
watch your stupid
The
game.
T1 tower did take a substantial amount of damage, but
He doesn't want to
Ultimately,
watch
they will be able to
watch me
protect-
remind you why we don't play this game.
Some poking and prodding, full meteor hammer out for Kara to get that push going, as he used it successfully at top as well. 2 to 5, net worth still in the advantage of Felt. You're still hurting here on Ravens, especially with RRL, but even with all that space for these side lane cores for Kara and for Argus, they're not really in a lead. Like you're actually equally farmed across every core outside of the Ember. So you're still in a very happy spot here for Felt. Again, the key thing for Ravens now is just levels for supports. Tana, he needs that 6.
oh, instant ravage out onto Solji. Solji will die for this. I mean, I can kind of appreciate the fact that Kara is not hesitating to press his R button. It is allowing him to find some very simple pickoffs here for his side. And I suppose this early on, he doesn't really care to hold ravage. Just use it every chance he can get.
What?
Yeah, just look for those easy kills. You're not
Nani?
looking for the big clump ups this early on. Anyway, you understand that Felt are more than likely just sitting back and farming. Not looking to commit all their resources at once here. So just find what you can. Hits just goes into farm the Ancients, gets another bottle top up from Solji. It feels like
Dave was
every single
confused at
time
my
Solji
picks.
dies, he's just looking out for his mid. Even when the laning phase is over, it's just like, you need the top up kits. Like, yep. Go back farming. We have to see when this investment pays off from Ravens. Like, with Argus, he is farming the opposite side of the action right now. As
Roll
they
in.
jump in.
They've got Kara this time. Requiem being channeled, not being thrown out yet. There's your Solar Guardian, but it's a very messy engagement. It's kind of the thing when you go after a Tide, like, with level 3 Kraken Shell, he's not really that easy to kill. So none of the stuns really last on the Tide, and he just casually walks out of it. Maybe now they can go for it. They're going to try again. Onto the Tide they go. The Blood Rider's out with the Rupture, and this time Kara will not be able to.
Another 2-0 down.
Felt will eventually get the kill, because they want even more now. Thana, he's going to be alright to make it up, but not so much the same for Yambura, who does get caught by the Dawnbreaker. Now that bottom tier 1 tower very freely to be taken by Felt. And it seems like Felt, they are really taking off with this draft. Maybe your one concern is the gyrocopter farming, but that's about it for now.
That really is it. That's the only thing that's kind of keeping this hope for timings on Ravens. And Felt, they're just running down. They take that bot. They can
God dang it!
that bot jungle now.
I hate this mechanic.
Wards. They have a nice deep ward behind that tier 2 area. Right in front
They've
of
reminded
the,
me that milestones
the
exist.
sauna or the pool, the hot tub.
Kara trying his best to get that stun off, but couldn't quite get there. So Felt now with the 4K advantage. Again, just so much riding on the shoulders of Argus on this gyrocopter, who's the only one really finding any form of farm on the side of the Radiant. Does basically have the Ags on the way. You do have the side gunner incoming very, very soon, but he just needs so much more farm before he can really join his team. You don't have any form of life still apart from the Marcy that's going to hand over the sidekick. It's rough. Like, you need a BKB on this gyro.
To be fair, I didn't have
Needs
access to
damage.
those anyway.
Solji, get caught. Slow is there.
Why had I
Burai, he'll pop the
well.
Unleash. Should be enough damage eventually, but no, the Solar Guardian will come in, so now Thana's the one being hunted. Fade, gonna find him. Misses the hammer. Will try and maybe go for the Starbreaker instead, but he's been slowed up and actually can't go for the kill. He'll have to watch the Skyrath mate walk out of there. Spade, meaning to leave himself now. They're trying to keep this Earth Spirit alive. Solji somehow still going. Will get stunned up by the Ravage though, and will eventually drop as Fade will follow right after. A very messy fight, but it does work in the favor of Ravens this time.
It's a little bit too split up. They kind of shift their focus. They didn't manage to land their stuns once more onto the sky, giving that space out for Tana to just dodge. And you really got to hammer in at least some of these stuns in. Like, Solar Guardian's hard to land. The roll is hard to land. Kids,
Getting caught by a stun, looking for a Requiem, but nice dispose out. He's going to try again, and now the rolling boulder in. He's actually going to survive, Kids. Kids will survive another day. They're going to try and go after Yambura. Solji is still rolling out. He's made it. And here comes Lich. Kara. Kara's the target. They want the Tide, and they've got him. Rolling for more. They'd love RRL as well. Jump back in from Yambura, trying to snipe the Earth Spirit, and they will get him as Fade is jumping very, very deep, trying to find more for his team. Lich, he'll pop the Rupture onto the Ember, and now the swap back. Oh boy. They'll take the Ember out. Sure, you lose 2 supports for that, but it's well worth the time for Felt.
definitely is. That's a ton of gold coming out. It's a lot of pressure on that mid. And that's a lot of time where you're just not able to really do too much about it on the side of Ravens. Again, your Gyrocopter is just not ready to go just with Ags alone. You're gonna need some lifesteal, you're gonna need a big crit. And the full Daedalus is gonna be when you start to feel a lot better with this Gyrocopter, and that's still miles off. And Felt, they play off the back of Kits really well. He comes in, he gets forced around, tries to channel the Requiem, doesn't manage to land it, connects it this time with Solji, and they just manage to chase from there. Like, that just breaks up this fight here for Ravens. And for Ravens, we've been talking about this level 6 timing on Tana. Like, the Mystic Flare is coming out. It has been feeling good. It just doesn't feel like it's enough. Like, there's no hard hold to help you maximize that Ancient Seal Mystic Flare. The Marcy alone is not enough. Like, Yonbura's hold is just not enough to help you play there. And when you commit Mystic Flare, you probably don't want to really commit Unleash on the same target. You don't want to pop 2 ultimates. It feels like you're looking for just 1 ultimate use from your support per gank, per solo pickoff, and it's just not lining up for Ravens. Felt have been lasting long enough that the burst play isn't there, and they regroup and just jump back in. You're also trying to solo burst up against Solar Guardian. You know, there's a little bit of healing, there's a threat of counterplay every single time from Felt.
Here we go. 4-man smoke up. Mid lane, perhaps they could think about the Ember again. Instead, they're going to run right into Yambura. Yambura won't mind dying like this if it does mean the rest of his team gets out, but Argus.
Yeah, I got it off the draw and
He tried to go for a fight or something.
realized I could try to pull something.
Walked the wrong way, and Argus is just down. In fact, there's 3 down for the side of the Radiant. RRL, surely he doesn't drop as well.
Ooh.
He gets hit by the rolling boulder. He's going to make it for now. Kara's still trying his best to fight this one out, but he's the only one left in the fight. In comes RRL again, trying to maybe snipe the Bloodseeker, and he does get him. But he's going to die for this. He still salvages something for his team, but it's a full team wipe for Phil.
Managed to clean up.
Oh, he's left his mango behind as well. Poor old Jambura. Dug up a mango,
God.
just gets left on the ground. You get nothing. He doesn't deserve the mango today, John.
Oh, you stole my
What a shame, you know, people love those mangoes, Mike. I bring a bunch of mangoes every time we meet up. You know that's to be true.
He really does.
Funny enough.
You really do.
What can I do? You know, it's what we like to give out, and on this time, the mango leads to death. For
Did I tell you my wife liked those mangoes that you brought?
Yeah, you told me. I'll bring more next time if my visa doesn't get denied. No problems, Mikey.
Oh, I won't
No
hold my
problems.
breath then. I won't hold my breath then.
One thing to note, in that last fight, Lick died to Meteor Hammer. He got hammered out. He died to the burn damage. He was trying to disengage. It just lingered for so long. That's what killed him, I think, the last hit. He didn't get hit by Slight. Ember was too far to inflict damage with Flame Guard. So just that good combination coming out, again, from a big Ravage from Kara. Could have been much worse. It's still pretty bad. You find a couple of kills. You feel a little bit better. 10-16, though. Felt still in control of this game. And they're starting to hit this point where the Bloodseeker is just this hyper core, right? Like, full Mjolnir coming out, Ag Shard coming through, and then the Basher up. Then Life Stealer is just... It's not a hero you can sustain out in front, especially with a Shard. So, the solutions from the Gyro... He's trying to go for the BKB. He does have the Chrysalis up. It feels like the Satanic's fully necessary now. Once the short timing's online from Licht, like, the Gyro can't actually out-sustain there.
Well, there goes Roshan. Really being taken now by Phil. 6k advantage sitting their way. Like, you still have this Gyrocopter farming great on the Radiant end of things, but he's still just so far off being a big nuisance. And even if you find that farm, like, you've still got to be able to play the hero to a high enough level. Spell, they've not made it easy this series to try and beat them out. We'll move into that tier 2 bottom tower. Plenty of damage just alone with kits. Oh, even the full silver edge up now on the SF. Why the hell not? There goes the tier 2 bottom. I mean, do you try for high ground? It's a bit early, I feel like, but Felt, they might just feel so far ahead at the moment that they may go for it.
I think you can afford to take that risk. You've got Aegis, you've got BKB, and Kits can just stand from a mile away and do a lot of damage anyway. Look at this. Look at the way he positioned his illusions as well to give maximum vision on each peripheral side. It's crazy.
I don't know, Kits is really playing well today, I'll tell you, John. I mean, it's not like he plays badly every other day, but this man wants TI. You can see it with the way he's playing. Like, he is... If it comes to a 1v9, he's playing 1v9, you know?
Yeah. You know, I'm extra happy because RCY also is looking pretty good in his games. So the Filipino mids and NA are doing quite fine. Hats off to you, my boys. Hats off.
The national
Pinoy pride, as they say. Yes,
Next Pinoy has shown himself. Lich being slowed up, but he's not really in too much danger. Like, he's got a BKB and an Aegis up. Never mind.
Okay.
I mean, he took the homing missile, but a huge Requiem from the back. Ravage pop, but he got the BKB off in time. Though he's trying to fight, but he's taking too much damage. He needs to get out of there. He'll run his way out as Kara's the one to go down.
What?
Though they are chasing. Lich actually ends up dropping in the back. So Argus, he may have had some shots being fired earlier that were just trying to reach the Bloodseeker because he was moving a bit too quick. But now the jump back in from Fade, trying to secure the gyro kill. Can they get it? Yes, they can. Fade is taking him out. Kid's jumping back into Boon. RRL, he doesn't want the fight. He wants out of this. It is not the fight he was looking for. His Fade is just out of control. No damage items necessary. This Dawnbreaker just rushing after everyone, apparently. Still not the worst team fight for the Radiant this time. Ravens, they're showing signs of life.
I'd say that's still a big win for Ravens. They managed to catch the Bloodseeker while the shard isn't up, so he has no lifesteal in these engagements off of his blood rage. So he can't out-sustain the gyrocopter with a gunner. And it just kind of goes downhill from there. Doesn't manage to pop the BKB, is isolated, dies fast. Felt is forced to respond, and the response is just too slow. The Requiem was a pretty good idea coming out here from Kits. He tries to get the Requiem to get them to disperse, but Tidehunter is just a little bit too far. Ravage comes in, he's forced to reposition once more. And it's just a cascading series of events that it felt really bad for Felt to play into. Props to Ravens for finding that opportunity. Like, they recognize this Bloodseeker is alone, they get the punishment off. And for Felt, it's a little bit sloppy. You know, that was not the cleanest. That's not the way you'd expect your team fight to go when you have Aegis. So they're gonna have to play cautiously. They do have the shard this time on Lit. So again, some of that lifesteal is up. That should help him sustain in the middle of these fights. But you wish you had that like at least 2 minutes earlier.
Tough position. Such a close game again. Win probability right now is sitting around 80% the way it felt, to be fair. So even that previous engagement felt are still well and truly in the lead in this game. Top lane looks like Soldier may run into the side of Ravens very soon. I know he'll roll his way towards the south. Not interested whatsoever. Ravens, I suppose, looking to pressure the top tier 2 tower. The Felt may just go for the push in through the mid, or rather the bottom lane, if they have the opportunity. Meanwhile, Soldier being chased a little bit by RRL, but RRL won't bother for the full chase down. There goes your top tier 2 tower. Ravens will lose nothing for taking that. Nice little snipe on that objective. So I suppose now Felt maybe feeling like they need the next Roshan to safely take a fight.
You are not allowed to have any money, Talon.
Roshan's still a hell of a long time away, though.
It is. I mean, they did lose the last fight with Roche, so chances are, you know, the mindset's like, well, all right, we lost with Roche, so surely it's not going to go our way without Roche. And just kind of default to a safer playstyle. This does favor Ravens. Starting to really escalate now on Argus. Looks like his full Satanic isn't too far off the mark now either. So the Gyrocopter is going to be very hard to look for the burst down, even with that shard up on Lit. And yeah, they're doing everything quite right in Ravens. They're working the map, they're farming up the jungle. Even though they're behind it.
I have been muted while mumbling about Dota.
They're kind of clumped up a little bit more. Their map space.
Ivan, who's this Canadian casting Dota?
Vision of Ravens is pretty good. Top jungle vision, defensive vision down bot as well.
For the NA?
They've always got a bit of a rough idea.
Yeah.
I guess.
Playing.
It's good things about Canadians. I've never given Canadians a
pickoffs
thought
as
in my
well.
life.
Well, I was trying to place the accent.
Raven still playing the patience game. Sword Edge being built up on Argus. It's like Phil might actually run into RRL. Kara, he's gonna have his smoke broken. They know they're around there somewhere. Albino, he's gonna try and tank the gank, but they've got a Requiem set up there from Kits. It will land on a couple. It could be another great fight here for the side of the Dire as the Ravage. It only connected on 2, really. Kara is still trying to fight, but Kits is such a huge issue. They are just melting to the damage of the SF.
How about you
Yambura
don't do this?
will try to rebound out. Will barely make it on the Marcy. But they got nothing and they lost 3 heroes for their trouble.
Lost 3 heroes, they had to pop Ravage. That's not going to be out for any sort of follow-up fight now on the objectives.
Do what now?
You've got the opening for Felt.
I said,
Look for a
stop
little
it.
bit more pressure. They did see Argus farming up. They have a good ward watching the triangle. Try to get a bit of a chase, but he does back off in the nick of time. Still, that should be a tier 2 going for their trouble. And it does. One outer tower left for Ravens. Again, with no Ravage. We were talking about this from the draft as well. With this kind of teamfight orientation tied into Ravage, it feels like without that spell, you're not going to get that much impact from your Tide. You can still try to play with, say, Chains, Ancient Seal, Mystic Flare. You can try to play with the rebounds, but it's not as easy.
Roll in. They've got the Marcy Umbura. Eventually does get caught. Kara looking to move. Oh, they found the gyrocopter.
Oh, I placed it in the wrong
Argus,
fucking spot.
how do you get yourself out of this
No.
one? Well, the only way is to fight. Apparently,
Where'd
he'll
you even
try to
place
do
it?
that, but the Rupture is there to lock him down in
the
place.
right
So
fucking
Argus
spot.
has no choice but to die. Dana's gone to boot. This is all falling apart now for Ravens. RRL, he can remnant away, but Kara
The one
is
north
not
of the
so
restricted
lucky.
area, I thought that was already
Kara
there.
has to walk the old-fashioned
No, by the
way.
volcano.
He'll get stunned up, and he's
No.
certainly just as good as dead. A triple kill for Lich.
Yeah, you should have placed it
Only
somewhere next to my
survivor was
cities.
RRL, and he's immediately going for
Actually, the
split push to
answer
mid lane.
was, in fact, placing it next to your
And it doesn't,
cities.
luckily for them, it doesn't seem like Felt's trying for high ground at all. No objectives to be taken. Kids will rotate into the mid lane immediately, start defending that, push out the creep wave. So at least for Ravens, there's no objectives to be taken, I don't think.
Yeah. It's only the outer tower at tier 2.
Why do you
High
have so
ground
much
still
money
a little
now?
bit
Stop it.
challenging, especially since that was your follow-up fight, not on the high ground. If that follow-up fight was on the high ground, I think you'd be committing harder, because you know Ravage is not going to be up.
You're not allowed to win by terraforming. That's illegal.
So you play it safe. No need to really push the envelope too hard. Wait for that next Roshan. 50 seconds until it's
we'll see
back
about
up.
that.
And that will be a daytime Rosh down south as well. So they're exerting their control in the area. Just need to be able to spot it when it's up. I will say, Fade with the Harpoon has been a massive issue. Like this Dawnbreaker pulling people back while also using the Starbreaker, it's pretty hard for you to kind of bail out here on any of the supports. Heck, even as the Tidehunter, it's really hard to bail out of a bad engagement. Yanbura checking for that Roche. They understand the next objective here, but could be in a really rough spot by himself.
They get spotted. Swap is out. Yambura, he's got no target to rebound off. He's just dead. But he's doing his job the best he possibly can here to give his team the information they require, but now they are playing without him for another 35 seconds. Roshan 1 second away, but they haven't scouted it. Oh,
Oh, they got impatient.
that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate.
They thought Yanbura saw Roshan already.
Oh, Albino
they
found
get
it.
they get it.
They-
Albino gets it done for them.
Even he didn't believe it. He started turning around to run the other way. Here we go. Aegis and Cheese. Free easy Roshan for the side of Felt. And Ravens just taking the time to farm while they can. It's just so unfortunate because like for Ravens, they're just stuck in this gyrocopter basket. Like RRL just never recovered to a point where the Ember just feels like he can fight back. Maybe once he has the Ags up, he might feel a little bit more scary.
Yeah,
But
I could have ended it.
till then, it's just the gyrocopter show, and he's just not proving to be enough.
No, not quite. It's really difficult for him to kind of carry through. RL needs to be able to be a lot more
Alright,
disruptive. in
got
the
our
back.
food.
This
We
means
got our
that
76
axe time for RL is gonna be
farming.
key.
So
Nice.
With
it's
Aegis and
time
she
to
should
go
be able
back
to start to pressure high ground now.
to the snake pots.
Outside of Ravens, they've got the right idea. Try to go for the split push, but this could cost them. Bot racks are exposed.
Rex will go down. They want to look for a trade up a top lane. Question is, will there be a defense to come from Phil? Or do they just go for the mid racks instead?
It sure would be really funny if I got it on the first run.
Be funnier if you just didn't get
They
it.
don't want to return
No,
to defend, they'll
that's
just keep going.
expected.
But why the hell not? You've got so much building damage here with kids.
Possibly
The Dark Lord
sad.
working on buildings is a thing, and kids is making very short work of these mid racks. Skara will at least defend now, but the tier 3 is already gone. I guess he'll frontline for his team, and Phil, they don't want to borrow this. They're just going to leave the area. Control the Radiant Triangle instead. It seems like they'll even just push out the top wave. Come back another day.
Start to look for that last outer tower here before committing back into high ground. They still have a lot of time in the Aegis anyway. There's no big pressure to kind of end it just yet. there's still the Ravage to worry about as well from Kara. And he does have Dead in the Water now, so the anchor is up. That could be a big nuisance for something like, say, the Bloodseeker here. Let's see if it will have the impact you'd expect.
That's the thing. Why is it lagging?
Well, Kara. We'll be okay.
Could you stop anytime?
Help is incoming. Argus does
I
move
can stop
in. There
whenever
was a
I want.
rollout immediately from Soldier. He's got his BKB off. In fact, Argus, he got hit by the Rupture. A nice Ravage from Kara, buying a little bit of space for his Gyrocopter, but Argus is completely surrounded again. Fade and Lift just man up against him, and they just melt. There's 4 heroes gone. Make that 5. What kind of range is that on the Harpoon?
I have no idea.
What kind of range is this?
That did not look right. That definitely didn't look right. Looked like half a screen away.
This guy's playing
Jeez
punch.
Louise. It does look like it. And a much better punch, a guaranteed hook, Mike, because they find a Rax and off to end. No
game's over.
buybacks.
Oh, the game's over. No buybacks available. GG is called. RL, he's seen enough. And there you go, Felt. They get a 2-0 victory here against Ravens. Of course, the journey is not over for Ravens. They get to the lower bracket now, but if you are Felt, you're going to be feeling really damn good because you get to go up against Dogchamp in the upper bracket semifinals all of a sudden.
I see, that's why.
That's massive for a team like Felt, a team that has just been up and down in the divisions throughout the year. They've looked like they've had a lot of promise. They've stuck together for a long time for the most part. A little bit of a roster change here for the road to the internationals, but they pull off some pretty impressive 2 games. It's not like Ravens is a pushover either. This is a team that, again, looked really promising when you and I watched them in Division 2, and they were just a step ahead. They managed to come out with what they want in the draft. They seem to have a really strong understanding of this patch as well, with the aggression they're pumping out, with the synergies they're looking for. And Ravens just a step behind. Maybe some of these matchups as well doesn't help the cause of Ravens. Like Kit's getting SF versus Ember, getting Storm versus Primal Beast. Like that definitely doesn't help, but the game was just, they just got out executed. Like all of these movements out, very reminiscent of her first series where you're kind of running around to try and contest mid, but your side lanes aren't necessarily winning out from that. You're not finding them mid.
You just like pissing me off with Jovian,
Felt just capitalize on.
Yeah, it was just fantastic gameplay from Felt.
Now that we're at the end of the game, Dave, I will tell you, all the best Jovians, I discarded them early.
Very interesting matchup.
Yeah, I figured.
Because they looked pretty damn dominant, and so did Dogchamp. So both these sides,
They've
like,
been
if this
dead
was
for
an
quite
ADPC,
some
you'd be
time.
saying Felt are probably the underdogs going up against Dogchamp based off the standings we saw in 2 or 3, but they look very, very different to what we saw during an
going to warn
ADPC.
you, I have no idea how to use this.
I'm going to give him props. I can't wait to see what Felt and Dogchamp looks like later on during the playoffs, I should say, the qualifiers. There we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, give me an MVP before we go.
Oh, I have to say, we gave it the Kits before. Let's give it to Fade. Let's give it to Fade. His Dawnbreaker, just phenomenal performance. His Solar Guardians were on point. The Harpoon Dawnbreaker is absolutely ridiculous when it has a good game. Just the pull.
All the damage out of the gyro was a great chrono, but Mercy's buyback was huge.
It was an alright chrono, but he caught like 3-4 members of his team inside of it as well, so they were just sitting ducks once it expired. You had Red Panda once again off to the sidelines with his Sunray, just absolutely tearing them a new one. Look at the damage overall from the fight.
Yeah.
He did the most damage for his team on that Phoenix by far.
Damn, I thought it was the Earthsphere was doing all the damage, and no, like you said, yeah, Phoenix. I mean, and this is kind of one of the nice things with your counter to the Chronosphere. If you do not get caught, we're gonna see it inside the fight. Like you said, you clip almost every single one of your teammates. They just got burnt to a crisp.
Yep. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. This was Piccolo with a special beam cannon just ripping through 4 different heroes, absolutely ruining them, and basically turned out as Farachi Vitality as it did force Piccolo's opponents. I'll shoehorn a Weeb reference in any chance I can get, you know me.
I'll nod my head and say yes, I agree.
Bro, DBZ is entry level Weeb, alright? I don't want to hear it.
Yes, sir. Go Weebs, go Piccolo!
Shut up.
See? Woo, Piccolo! Is that Naruto?
Oh my gosh. I told you what it was. It's Dragon Ball Z, bro. You'd like it. There's a lot of big buff men in it. You'd like it.
Big buff? Wow, what are you trying to say?
I'm saying you like the gym.
What?
A lot of people use Goku as like lifting inspiration.
Yeah. My dude's kind of jacked.
Yeah, you gotta eat big, lift big, and sleep big.
Okay, the three things, the three traits I need.
Yeah.
3 tenants, alright. I'll write them down after this. I'll make sure I don't forget. IGV. Looking for a smoke of the defense of the T2 tower though. A little bit too late though. Abilities are back up. They're separated too. XYW has a remnant to rejoin the team.
You have to catch Red Panda. You have to.
And they're going to try.
They might have done it. Ooh.
Gets the dive away. It's an early use of the Supernova, so not one that's going to have as much value as we saw last fight. This could be the opening now for Ukyo. Can get a multi-man Chrono. He's going to try and jump in. They do get the BKB out of the gyrocopter. They want to turn to deal with the Phoenix, but the Darkseer is mitigating all of the damage. It's getting up to the left track now to enter the fight as Ulu's in danger. They won't have the Gyro. Maybe XWY can turn the tides, but that's not going to be enough. As finally, IG Vitality, they did get the Phoenix, but they forced out.
I cast Summon Fish.
Didn't really turn the tides and give them a whole lot to take that team fight in the end.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have to use a buyback on the Tusk, but I think you're generally okay with that, right? You take out the highest net worth hero in the game, in the gyrocopter, and you just see how important it is for Red Panda to be in the right position. He's been on point for the majority of this game. Still does a lot of damage, for sure, in these team fights just by existing, basically. And he's nearly even got the Scythe of Vice finished up for himself as well. But he is target #1 for IG Vitality every single time. And, well, Fish King was able to scout him out, and it enabled that Chronosphere plus the static link onto the gyrocopter to just really take away any hope of Asteroids from taking a continuous fight.
Which is going to continue to be the recipe of success for them. I mean, Razor vs. Gyro has always been a very annoying matchup for the gyrocopter, so Zhang Yu's able to continue to get that link. If you're able to continue to minimize some of the effectiveness out of Red Panda, which now having the Hex, do you think he needs to consider something like an Aeon Disc just to help with his survivability?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, he just doesn't want to be caught, period. Like, as long as you can avoid that, his positioning has been good enough to be able to just have a huge impact in these team fights. He is the most important hero in this game, and he has been for the past 10 minutes.
We've got a great healing Lotus as well. All right.
Can feed it over to someone else as well. I mean, he's been playing so well, I wouldn't be surprised if he, like, Icarus dived, healed someone else with the healing Lotus, and then, you know, still got out to be able to Sunray him. That's how well he's playing.
Modify effect. Here's the Hex reveal. Does have Fish King behind him.
Nice.
Good timing out of the snowball. Stops the roll. They're going to be able to play accordingly. Chrono's still down for another 15 seconds. What is that damage? They go straight to the egg. The snowball sets it up perfectly. Meanwhile, Mercy, long distance roll, clips him on the edge as Ulu rewarded with the double kill, and they can maybe put some pressure onto the tier 3 tower. They got a catapult wave mid.
It's getting a bit tiring, Red Panda. You're just too good. And now he's even tankier, right? Like, he knows that he's the main priority at level 15, gets the plus 500 HP talent. He's got a dragon scale to be able to play around with. He's not right-clicking that much. He's just making sure that he's not dying to this Faceless Void inside of the Chronosphere. All you need is that, like, split second to be able to get off a bunch of abilities, and then you're good.
Do you like this mantle on the Void?
What's he got it for? Get out of the chains, get out of the fire spirits, get out of the silence from the Earth Spirit, I guess? I don't know. I mean, he's got the BKB already to be able to dodge out a lot of that. I feel like they just don't want to run out of juice, basically, at the end of a lot of these engagements, right? Yep. Love the use of the new smoke, by the way. Smoke on 4. You were revealing in the lane, of course, on the Razor. Then he just backs off and joins the rest of the boys. Got a Ghoul Scepter coming through for Mercy as well. Nice way to be able to remove that Inkswell.
This is pretty important that IGV are actually going to control the area first. They need to drop wards up before the smoke pops. They're going to be a little bit too late to do that. They will see Ulu inside the lane. But an early jump onto the Grimstroke for the get a pick off and get the numbers advantage, but still Ulu's in some danger with a Chrono from Ukyo, clipping onto 2, but once again with the BKB, is it going to be enough to keep Ulu alive? It doesn't look like it is, but it'll turn. Satanic alive still after Fallen. Where did they all just go? 5 here. What?
They got out of these combines. That's where they went. Oh, just the healing coming through. He had everything on him, right? He had the Pipe of Insight, he had the Lotus Orb, he had the Crimson Guard, and he had a Sunray. Once again, healing him through. You also have to remember, there's that mischance coming through as well from the Phoenix, from the Sunray and Red Panda. And this man, I said he should have got MVP last game. He's getting MVP this game. No questions asked for me.
What's going on, man? What, is this game over? Like, is this game really over? I don't know.
You just didn't want another 25, 27-minute game.
I didn't, but like, biased. Is this game like this is your elimination game, man. You lose this, you're out of TI qualifiers.
Yeah.
Like, is this game truly over? We've seen people play like 40k down 0%. Like, I'm very surprised they tapped out of this game, but
I'm surprised they tapped out as well, but we know that making it to TI isn't all about, and doing well at TI isn't all about your individual mechanical skill. It isn't all about the drafts. It's about the mentality as well. And honestly, if you're GGing out at this point, maybe you don't have the mental to be in TI or to go further in these qualifiers, right?
I'm showcasing the gameplay, at least. If it's not going to be the mental, then it's going to be the gameplay as a whole.
Bean Cannon, let's go.
He's falling asleep.
Bean Cannon, woo, Piccolo,
I'm trying.
woo, Bean Cannons, woo, waves.
Holding on back, Red.
Very good performance. Aster is definitely making amends of their previous performance versus Extreme Gaming yesterday. Quick and easy 2-0 from them.
Go bed right, meow.
Not any surprises in these qualifiers, we gotta say.
Meow.
Magic the Gathering judges. They are the referees and tournament organisers to an extent. I know they aren't the actual people putting on the tournament, but they are the people doing the logistics of telling players where to go, where to sit, doing pairings, dealing with issues, rulings, and helping to deal with things like potentially cheaters and disagreements. They help Magic events run. They help organise play run smoothly, but just run in general. And judges get promos. They pay to be part of Judge Academy. I'll explain more on that in a moment. And in exchange, they get training and conferences to help allow them to network and understand how better to run events. And they also get promos, foil promos, to basically compensate them for the price they're putting in, plus all the effort they're putting in. But the judge promo I just showed you on screen is an ancient, old, expensive judge promo from back in the day when Wizards of the Coast dealt directly with judges before they got scared because of a potential court case. The judge promos now differ and are often not as good. Also, people are paying to be part of the judge program now, which never used to be the case either. I'll explain more on that in a moment. The Judge Academy revealed these to be the promos for this end of year. That's right, you're looking at 5 basic lands. Now, bearing in mind this was last season's or last rotation, that's right, those are old boarded cards, including a Sword of War and Peace and a Painter Servant. Understandably, a lot of judges and people who want to support the judge community are fucking pissed. I want to unpack in this video how much of an absolute joke it is to reward basically a volunteer workforce with some of the worst promos we've ever seen. It's kind of a joke. And if some of you are wondering why we should care about the freebies that some people are getting, these people run our events, but also beyond that, Wizards of the Coast spend almost nothing to print these. Printing these basic lands that they're giving to judges as compensation is the same as printing, I don't know, retro foil swords of X and Y. So for them to do this seems so neglectful and so fucking stupid, it boggles the mind. If you want to support this channel, I am primarily sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com. Link in the description below to pick up singles or products to help support the show. Get 5% off your order. Like I said, judge foils were used to compensate judges for being judges and doing the judging that they do. Of course, they are paid on an individual basis by TOs and local game stores and the people running the events, but these were to encourage people to be part of the judge program, to train in the judge program, to network in the judge program, and to build a judge community that can functions as a backbone for organized play. These can wildly vary, like how about foil Force of Wills, the staples that were giving out the judges back in 2014. Of course, 2014 was a different time. Most recently, we had Judge Full Animate Dead with a reference to Ixalan and zombies. Right through to very undesirable foils like Mystics of the Ismagnus, a commander that not that many people play, and it's currently the judge foil is $2. More on that in a minute. And what makes a good judge foil is basically something that will
Come
give
see
the
Dave's
judges
tropical resorts, but stay
some
in my space
compensation for
hotels.
their time and energy. Getting to be a $20 rare is probably where you want judge foils to be at a minimum, and it can be difficult to make these work. For example, with the Mystics, there was an issue that it was the first foil printing of it. If you look at the price trajectory of it on Goldfish, it was worth upwards of like $20 at some point. But they were given out
watch
like
out for
candy
giant
as part of the
meteors.
judge program, one of the most plentiful ones, according to multiple people that's supposed to
Do
be
not
about judge
summon a
foils.
giant
But
meteor.
also the foils then got reprinted in double masters and commander masters, meaning that the foils of it aren't even that rare anymore. So it being an alternate art foil becomes less
Rude.
valid because of the fact that we're reprinting the foils later. And also
Very
Mystics compared
rude.
to say a Zakama sees much less
Ivan,
play
he just
than
attacked
we
me,
probably
ban
should
him.
ignore that. I genuinely believe that every game piece in Magic
Oh,
should
dude
be
ended.
pretty cheap. Pennies, dollars if we have to do. And I think that the promos and the foils, the alternate treatments,
There's
the frame extensions,
Chinese,
that sort of stuff
but
should
the
be
game
where
just
the
ended
money and collectability
there as well.
is. Part of me
The
starts
heck,
to wonder
everything's
if
ending.
actually it'd be cool if foils
Well, I
were
think they have
packs.
more games.
I know, that
probably,
sounds crazy,
but
that sounds crazy. What I'm
turned
saying
it
is
off
that when
for
a
now.
card is first printed, there should be
Check
foils.
back.
Show you, Dave.
Or they get a foil printing like in the Judge promo here, and then Commander Masters and Double Masters don't have foil options available, and thus the foils retain
Surprised
some
they let me
value.
do that.
You have playable game pieces people want
This
to
guy
play,
just wants
you
to
have
cook the
collectible game pieces
planet.
with foils. I don't
I'm
think this
gonna
is a
eat
good
it up
idea.
even
It's
more.
something
I'll
that
burn
comes
it
up in the last
down.
day or so. I'm going to talk more about that in a later video, perhaps. So what is the Judge Academy? It looks to support the Judge community.
I can't
It
win,
allows
then
us
Mars
to
will
develop skill
burn.
sets that support the growth of local communities. Develop
Break
their
the tie
rules
with it, I'm
understanding,
guessing.
help them handle tournament logistics, like setting up event
Oh,
spaces.
use it to plant
running events
greeneries
with
next to
apps
my
and
cities.
pairings and similar, that sort of stuff. All of this costs the judges at current time of recording
Do it.
$75 a year to be part of. They're paying for a membership to a thing that then allows them to get essentially work.
Since you stole my greenery, at least you can
When
do
it
is
was
pay
first
me
set up,
back.
it was actually set up with a higher cost. I'm not going to go into today because I never really followed the history of it. I knew people were upset and pissed off, but others were happy for it to be the best eventuality they got. You see, the Judge program used to be run by Wizards of the Coast. There were court cases in 2015, or almost court cases in 2015, they got settled, which would put Wizards as being responsible for judges, for their overtime, for their pay, for their breaks, because they'd be employees. of
No,
Wizards
don't buy a
essentially,
city
they
to
are,
get more
you know,
victory points.
promoting the
That's
game and
illegal.
running the game for them. Wizards then responded to this by getting away from this,
Especially
settling them, and
since
then
I
getting
don't
the
have
fuck
anything
away
to do
from
with
the
that
program.
$2 you
They're
guys gave me.
loosely affiliated with Judge Academy, but it's a separate thing set up by someone else on behalf of Wizards, in association with Wizards. It's all a bit muddy. I say that, you could actually probably get the hard facts for it, but this video isn't really about how Judge Academy was set up. That's not that important to this video. But I just want to reiterate that they're not being paid to do any of this by Wizards. Instead, tournament organizers and local game stores will look to utilize Judge Academy certified judges to run their events, settle rules disputes, get checks, dealing with infractions, and often general minute-to-minute
Oh, look at this
running of
Dota
pairings
lore
and
now.
setup and player instructions. I can't stress enough how much judges don't just come to a table and give a ruling. They deal with everything. They make sure people aren't cheating. Or if they are cheating, how to deal with it. They often deal with pairings and the setup of the event as well. Those TOs and those LGSs will pay the judges, sometimes in boxes of product, other times money. That's a whole other discussion about how much is people's labour worth and should they be being paid, or should we even care if they're volunteering to do it anyway. That's kind of tangential to this discussion, but not as much the main focus. The main focus being the piss that's being taken by Wizards with these promos.
Wherever you put
Then
that
and
greenery,
now,
it was
many people
wrong.
suggest that judges should unionize. But as someone who's super pro-union, I don't even know how that looks for a volunteer workforce that is volunteering for a separate company that then isn't associated with it. It sounds more complicated than your average union. I'm not saying it's not the correct course of action, but I think just saying you should unionize and then nothing further isn't that helpful. Some of the early foils have insane prices attached to them, often being the only foil printings of cards, including the reserve list. That's the early days. It moved on to being, mainly hits, little misses, and in recent time it's been more hits and misses. It's not a perfect formula because judge foils are, subject to the markets themselves adjusting how much they cost. That's one of the downsides of paying your people in this weird currency that you get to invent and create, commission some art form and print. You're basically printing your own money to pay people with. And you've got to remember that's why it's so cheap for Wizards. Some of these have unique art, and the unique art then costs to be commissioned. So there is an overhead cost for making them. But once that's out of the way, the overhead for printing them is fucking in the dirt. It is almost non-existent for a company like Wizards of the Coast. They cost literally pennies to print, and judges are getting valuable assets out of them for the most part that compensates them for their time. It's not a perfect system. That's absolutely apparent. But it works for Wizards, and for the longest time it has worked for the judge community, who've been the backbone of organised play, of all the events that qualify and qualify into, something like the Pro Tour, for example. And the move to having to pay a fee for this wasn't great. But again, as long as you're getting comped enough to pay for the fees and some of your travel costs, or enough to make you feel like you're getting some value out of it, then people were willing to pay, right? And let's go back to that idea that sometimes when you reprint the foils at a later date, it drops their price. Like with Mystics, for example, who just crashed and crashed and crashed and is worth nothing now. This is a wider issue within Magic. How much reprints are actually viable and how much damage they can do to the markets that support entire ecosystems and local game stores and people's works and livelihoods. These 5 basic lands, they are full art. That 10 years or more ago, let's say 2013, these could have been really decent promotional cards because they would have been unique. There wouldn't have been that many foil full arts on the market. But the landscape in which these promos are being offered to judges now, being told that this is their compensation for paying $75 a month to Judge Academy and then attending conferences and then going to
You
events
just barely
and
had more
such.
money than me at the end if it was a tie.
Are in a whole different world. We have so many full art foils in every fucking
What?
set. Like some of the recent sets, like All Will Be One.
That was a really close game.
Yeah. I had a lot of victory points. I'm not entirely surprised it came out that close.
Everybody wins. You're all winners.
Release something. I love the idea
6
of
points from a
accessibility,
tie,
but when it
though.
comes to the cosmetics, that's
I
probably
guess 7 points from me winning.
its credibility and its ability for people to, have a collection that's worth money. And this is the prime example of it. You can't do
most
full
of
art
those
land
points
promos
were
anymore.
at the
They
very
won't work.
end.
And then beyond that,
Yeah,
there's
it was
so
like a
many
big
other
burst at
options
the
for them.
end because you
They
just started
had
spamming the
fucking
terraforming on
Sword
me.
X and Y in the last pack.
Yeah.
So much better than a fucking mountain. I know everybody loves a fucking mountain, but it's
Yeah,
just a fucking
last
mountain.
turn,
And they
like
give it out in
the
small
last
number. You can't even
generation,
fucking,
pretty
you can't even like
important.
bling out your entire mono ready DH deck with this stuff. When I was first shown these by
Where
a
I
judge
did,
friend,
like,
when we were talking about a conference, that we were
4
doing, I didn't. I started to type Full Art Lands is kind of a shit promo, but I stopped myself and deleted it and carried on the conversation elsewhere.
2
heat,
and then 2 greeneries, and
the work that they put in.
then
the
I did
conversation
an
they're getting
additional
for it, right? You don't turn to your friend
oxygen.
and say,
Yeah,
haha, you didn't get paid enough. That fucking
I
sucks.
did massive
But then I saw
terraforming that
people
turn.
were just angry and upset, and Twitter was alight with judges just being so frustrated with not being compensated fairly for what they feel that they're doing. And I realised that actually I was probably right not in that context.
Good game. I did not think like you you had a lot of
Yeah. I had a lot of
really
VP and
strong
different
turns.
stuff.
Yeah. Employ both the old guard, pool of floor staff that Channel Fireball and other companies have used, right through the same judges that Channel Fireball used.
I was
It's a
surprised
whole
though. I
community that
got
help
both
these events to run.
the
And they've made conventions run for a decade or more. And then right through to the
money
judges that
per
look to
turn
support
for
your
every
local store
city
running comp
and
events
the
with integrity. Those people aren't getting freebies here, kids.
train.
I
Those people
never
are being
even
compensated
saw
for their
them.
time when they did training and
Yeah,
conferences to learn how to do these
I
things.
got them
rules
as a
workshops to
first
tournament
draw show
organization.
up. I was like, I can't. You can't let them
them
have it.
You're not wrong.
Hate draft all you want, but I'm going to use them against you because
No, those are very good because you could use them against me. Like the most I could do is just like Jupiter, like Jovian cards. I guess I'll throw that in the garbage just in case.
I mean, yeah, that was also a smart move because I had quite
Magic might not be the focus anymore,
number
but it deserves
of,
better than this. And to say that judges here,
resources.
Here's a basic mountain, buddy. What the fuck is this? Wizards, what are you doing? And some people are
Okay,
saying
well,
that
put
Judge
in, like,
Academy's
10
fault, and I'm not really looking
titanium.
to actually figure out whose exact fault it is. I'm pointing the finger of blame. I'm pretty sure it's not Judge Academy. They're the ones picking or printing the foils. And I know there are people at Wizards that care about this. They care about large events, they care about organized play, they care about the judge stuff, they care about the legacy of the game
Be right
itself.
back since Dota's still
And then
not
there are
back yet.
individuals that really fucking care. But somehow collectively Wizards have dropped the ball this hard by giving people full art lands as their judge promos. Remember, it cost them next to nothing to print these beyond the art commission. Hell, fuck it, the art commission for these is similar to the art commission of an actual staple that might give them some fair recompense. The only perceived loss of cost is that they can't sell you Painter's Servant in a secret lair. It's a loss of reprint equity. But the way it should be chalked up by any mathematician or accountant at Wizards of the Coast is that the loss of reprint equity for giving them a staple over, say, a basic basic lands, is that reprint equity they're losing is being used to pay for a volunteer workforce. It is not a loss of money. If anything, you're getting away with paying people with fucking money that you're printing out of a money printer. If you want to revitalize Standard as a format and grow the game beyond people just proxy and casual shit, removing the backbone of competitive play is probably not the way to do it. It's a really sad state of affairs, because I don't necessarily want to drum up a video that revels in the pain or frustration of people that have put hours and years of their life into growing the Judge community. If anything, I want to stand with them and endorse the fact that they're up.
Alright, let's see what's popping, bro, with these new patch notes. Okay, Battlegrounds is getting a lot of updates. I'm not gonna talk about the Battleground stuff because I personally don't care. We're gonna skip to the Caverns of Time set and wild card updates. No! Okay, we're gonna scroll down then. We're gonna scroll down. Alright. Battlegrounds. Okay, what? Hold on. Oh my god, there's so much shit. Okay. So, Hearthstone update chat. New special set Caverns of Time is being released. The Infinite Dragonflight is trying to get back in time and change the way of the Battle of... I'm not going to bother pronouncing that. Went against the old god Cthulhu, the fate of the world, and the true timeline hangs in its balance. It's up to you to hold off their attack and join them instead. Caverns of Time is a new type of Hearthstone expansion, including card reprints, new cards, some new card cosmetics. It's also Hearthstone's first ever direct to wild expansion, meaning that the cards in it will not be legal in standard. Holy moly, that's literally the first time they've ever actually done that. It can be balanced towards wild. Caverns of Time launches on August 31st with 147 cards, 113 buffed reprints, and 34 brand new cards. Oh my god. These are a couple of the cards. Ice Stock of Cthulhu, 4-mana 1/1 taunt lifesteal. Whenever your Cthulhu gains attack or health, this does too, wherever it is. Totally Totems. 4-mana summon all 5 basic totems. Holy shit. That's actually kind of wild. Murazon, Thief of Time, 7-mana 6/6 battlecraft. Your deck has no duplicates. Discover a dragon, deal damage equal to its cost to all their minions. Oh my god, that's exciting. Caverns of Time pack also includes signature versions of the iconic wildcards. Keep an eye out for a dedicated Caverns Time blog coming August 22nd. So next Tuesday, there will be a fundamental bigger update for what this actually includes. But 147 cards, man. That's insane. Straight to wild. Oh my god. Okay, duplicate protection applies for these reprints, so if you already have or disenchanted the original versions, you won't open them again in Caverns Time until you open all the new cards. Okay, so I'm guessing what that means is like they probably update Cthulhu. If you already have Cthulhu, you don't have to actually get it again. I'm assuming what that means. I will see, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, let's look at these updates. 113 wild cards are getting buffs. Cards are the ones that are being reprinted as part of the Cavern set. If you already have these cards in your collections from their original release, they'll be automatically updated with the patch. If you don't have the cards, you can still get them through the current means or the Cavern of Time packs once they go live. So this is like an actual expansion for Wild. That's basically what this is going to be. So for Druid, Jade Behemoth is the 6-mana Druid card for Jade. So 5 mana is kind of nice. Oh my god. Give your Cthulhu +4/+4s. Oh my god. Eye of the Wild. Cost 1 less for each beast you summon this game. I don't know what the original version of this is. So Beast Synergy is getting buffed. Jade Druid is getting buffed. Mire Keeper is getting buffed. Sensei is getting buffed. Okay. After you summon a beast, your Cthulhu has at least 5 attack. Okay. So Druid is basically getting Beast Synergy and Jade Synergy and Cthulhu Synergy. Aviana is going to 9 mana. Oh. I'm so glad I don't play Wild. Holy moly. All right, Cobra Shot. Oh, that card's still awful. Secret, when your opponent plays a minion, deal 2 damage to it. That's Snipe. Damn! Man, Snipe's getting a huge upgrade. Smuggler's Crate's going to 0 mana. Wait, Smuggler Crates was 1 mana to begin with. This is irrelevant. This isn't going to matter. King of Beasts, 3 mana, 1 attack, 5 health, taunt, has +1 attack for each other beast you control. That's kind of nice. Ball of Spiders. Dude, this card originally was 6 mana, by the way. 6 mana for 3 web spinners. Explorer's Hat's going from 2 mana to 1. Lock and Load's going from 1 to 0. Acid Maw. Wow, really? 3 mana for Acid Maw? Dude, it used to be 7. Oh Oh my god, and Dread Skill's getting changed from all minions to just enemies? Yo, Dread Skill's kind of popping. Oh my god. Okay, Mage. Dallin Aspirant. Inspire gain spell damage +1. What the hell's the difference here? Oh, it has spell damage +1 initially, and then you get it after. Flame Lance! Oh my god. Holy shit. Deal 25 damage to a minion. I believe Flame Lance is 5 mana, right? Oh my god. That's kind of crazy. Mana Worm's going back to 3 health! Dude, I remember Mana Worm being the best one drop in the game, and then they massacred my boy. They absolutely massacred it. Thank God. Spellslinger, yours costs 2 less. That's exciting. Suit Spewer is the mech, I believe. 3 attack, 4 health, plus spell damage, +1. If you control another mech and a random fire spell. Cabal Crystal Runner, 6 attack, 5 health. What card is this? Is this the Secret Mage one? Goblin Blast Mage. Battlecraft, you control a mech, deals 6 damage randomly split among enemies. That's insane, actually. I think that card's playable in Standard. Servant of Yogg Saron. Battlecry casts a random spell that costs 5 or more. Targets chosen randomly. Oh my god! Dude, what a crazy change that actually is, because this card used to cost 5 or less. That's awesome. Good change. Kabbalah's Tome is 4 instead of 5. Flame Leviathan has Rush now, chat. When you draw this, deal 2 damage to all characters except mechs. Oh my god. Where was this buff when I did the Old Gods challenge, man? Oh my god. Silverman Portal. When a character is healed. All right, so hold on. Mage is getting mech, Cthulhu. Actually, they're not even really getting Cthulhu. It's mech synergy and just random synergy, like spell synergy. Okay, cool. Paladin's getting Silverman Portal Taunt. Whenever a character is healed, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. Wherever it is. A Light of the Darkness. Give a minion -3 attack this turn. What is this card? Isn't this a spell? Keeper of Uldum. Battle card, discover a death rental card to cost 1 less. They're changing Keeper of Uldum. Why? It's a good card. I don't know what this card is, so it's probably irrelevant. Ivory Knights go to 4 mana. That's a big deal. Grim Street Enforcer, 5 attack, 5 health, 5 mana. Battle cry Inspire, deal 4 damage to each hero. Ah, that's really cool. Lay on Hands, 3 mana. Put a copy of an enemy minion in your hand. It costs 1. What? What? Mysterious Challenger's going to a 2 mana, 2 attack, 3 health? What? Okay. This is Priest? It can't be. Unless the text is just strictly wrong. No way it's wrong though, right? Wait, this has to be wrong. Okay. Classic Blizzard. Because there's no priest here. Okay, whatever. We'll move on from Paladin. I don't think this is legit. Rogue. Jade Sword is going to 1 mana. Irrelevant, probably, unless like there's a Jade synergy with Rogue. 6 attack, 4 health, probably irrelevant. Jade Shuriken is getting a little bit better. Burgle is getting a little bit better. Undercity Huckster is getting better. Probably irrelevant. Poison Blade. Oh my god, this card is still bad. Blade of Cthulhu. Blade of Cthulhu going from 9 to 6 is actually insane. Nubarak going from 8 mana. Let's summon a Nubarak. Oh! That's a good change. So you no longer have to replay it. It just summons it again. So it's literally infinite Nerubians. That's kind of sick. So Jade's getting, Rogue's getting Jade synergy and like Burgle synergy. Shaman, Reincarnate, Tuskar Totemic. I mean, Tuskar Totemic is still bad. It doesn't matter. Jade Lightning. Oh, 3 mana, deal 3. Wicked Witch Doctor, irrelevant. Jade Chieftain, probably irrelevant, but it's buffed slightly. This is sick. Man, Totem Shaman, at least it's not even. It's still 5. Call on the Finishers, 3 mana, used to be 4. Healing Wave got better. It buffs you. It gives 1 more health or 2 more health, depending if you win the Joust. Charged Hammer, still whatever. It's all the Ascended. Okay. Warlock, Demon Fuse gives a demon +3/+3. Usher Souls. So, sorry, Shaman's getting Totem and Jade synergy, looks like. 3 damage to a character if it dies, draws Shadow Spell. Wow, Dark Bomb's kind of sick. Dark Peddler's going to 2 attack, 2 health to a 2 attack, 3 health. Spreading Madness, deal 13 damage. Oh my god. Clear Golem, 4 attack to 3 health. Okay. Tiny Knight of Evil. Okay. I wonder I don't know if this card is still in standard. I guess it's not. Dark Bargains, 3 mana, it's whatever. Bane of Doom, deal 3 damage to a character if that kills some random demon. Oh my god. Still 5 though. Crawl the Unshackled. I mean, Crawl's just bad. It doesn't really matter. Warlock probably doesn't matter. The one that's really spicy is this one probably. That actually gets a huge difference. Like, we don't know what synergy they're getting with like the new cards, so maybe Warlock gets some sick stuff with discard, but imagine discard actually working in Hearthstone in the current year. Warrior, discover a Tommy and give it +1/+2. 4 mana, or I know a guy. Sorry, I know a guy gets that. Ironforge Plug gets 4 mana instead of 5. Grinding Gadgeteer is 3 mana instead of 4. Axe Flinger gets 1 more health. Stolen Goods. I don't think this is really that special, sure. Ancient Shield Bearer, it used to be 7 mana, now it's 6. Ally Armorsmith used to have 2 attack, now it's 3. Battle Blade used to be 3, now it's 2. Brass Knuckles used to be 4, now it's 3. Iron Juggernaut is Battle Cry and Death Rattle, shuffle up mine into your opponent's deck. That's exciting. That's exciting. The Warrior is becoming more taunty and I guess controlling. Neutral. Jade Spirit is going to 3 attack, 3 health. It's from 2 attack. Worgen Greaser is a 6/5 now for 4 mana. Street Trickster has spell damage +2 and it's still a 0/7, I believe. Monka's Champion, I mean, that's irrelevant. Battle Cry, deal 5 damage. That's actually pretty good. It makes Dragon Synergy better. Path Apothecary is getting a 1 mana buff. Twilight Geomancer is taunt. Battle Cry, give your Thune +1/+1 in taunt. So I think it has taunt now. It used to not have taunt. Cthulhu's Chosen, Divine Shield, Battle Cry, +3/+3 is actually pretty great. It's going to be played if Cthulhu's good. I thought he's going to a 1/4 ban. Oh my god. Grind your Informant. I don't actually know what card this is. Disciple of Cthulhu is the 3 mana one. It's getting 1 health. Sludge Buster has 6 health now. Small Time Buccaneer is getting 2 health back. It's good luck Pirate Warrior players. Cabal Courier is going to 2 mana instead of 3. Lotus Agent is a 3 mana 3 attack. I think it's like 5 now. Praise Worshipper is going to 4. Emperor Thorson's going to 5. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. 5 is illegal. Twin Emperor Velclar is going to 6/7. Okay, so it's a little bit of a buff from like a 4/6, I believe. Cthulhu's 8 mana. All right, I actually don't know if that really is relevant. Unless you could play Brain with it at that point. I mean, I guess it's a little easier. Aya Blackpaw is a 6 attack, 3 health, so it has like +1 attack. And Don Honcho is going to a huge buff, actually. Holy shit. 5 attack, 5 health. Be sure to keep this sent to the Wild podcast. So that's like, that's Raffles podcast with Meowth and Corbett, I believe, right? So if you guys are more interested about why they design cards like this, so it is. Keen readers will note that 113 cards aren't listed here. Wow, we can't believe you counted them all. That's commitment. The 2 missing are the Keen reworks and their buff reprints, so they reveal. Okay, so these are all the cards except for 2, and we will be getting more cards this Tuesday. If you're curious, this is for like the Wild Changes channel, in case you're curious. Okay, Twist. What is Twist this time? Twist is back on September 1st at your local ladder reset time. What is it this year? Or this time? Meaning, okay. It includes all expansions for Legacy, not Core or Classic, through Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, plus the new cards from the Cavern set. Caverns of Time set. Legacy to Mean Streets. Which means Grim Patron is playable in this format, which means I will be playing this format. Okay. Not bad. This should have been the first set, if I'm going to be honest, for Twist, but I'm glad we have it. Legacy is good. Curse of Naxxramas has some really good cards. Goblins vs. Gnomes has cards. Blackrock Mountain's good. Grand Tournament has cards. League of Explorers has great cards. Whispers has good cards. One Night has good cards. They're all like kind of nerfed though. Mean Streets of Gadgetzan. Also, but again, I think the problem with this is no one wants to buy cards for these sets, man. Like, I can't imagine any player is going to be like, oh, I can't wait to open some Mean Streets of Gadgetzan packs or some One Night in Karazhan packs or Whispers of Old Gods. Like, unless this Caverns of Time set is absolutely insane and it really changes the format, like, I can't imagine anyone is going to be excited to play this. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest. I'll play it because I was around. But like, I don't think that a lot of the newer players who are in Hearthstone currently are going to be excited for this. I'm just going to put it out there. There will be.
and that didn't win. It hasn't been the most popular pick thus far. That's the only pick within China, is that one pick overall. And I think a lot of people thought with Gyro resurging that we were going to see a lot more IO Gyro, but a lot of these gyrocopter picks have been without it.
Yeah. There was always a problem with Gyro where he was not self-sustainable, so he needed someone to amp him up, give him something, and now this IO makes a lot of sense, because this has been bread and butter for gaming gladiators pretty much. Whenever they felt like they need to win the game, they picked it. I feel like a lot of teams definitely are like watching other teams and are like, you know what, this seems super strong, let's just copy it, but give it a little bit of our own kick, change things up so it doesn't look like it's gaming gladiators playing, so you don't get punished by a teacher for copying the homework.
Yeah, well, I used to. I'll tell you that much. We used to get into school at like 6:45 in the morning. Class would start at 8, and we were all in the hallway just copying each other's homework.
Well, no wonder they kicked you out, and now you became a Dota caster.
that was college. It was different reasons, but yeah. Silencer getting picked up here by Holy Grail. How do you feel about the 1 picks into 3 more bans? We talked I think slightly about it yesterday, where it's just like, okay, we showed you one thing, now ban around that. It's kind of weird.
It really is. It's going to take a lot of time to get used to new picks, to figure out what's actually strong. I feel like teams are going to theory craft a lot when it comes down to... Because this changes everything. Like, we've been on the same pick bans for a really long time, and now with... like, because this is completely different. This is just, like, a new thing. Not sure if I like this silencer too much. I can understand what they're trying to do. Maybe stop this IO from getting like the relocate, but IO's not like played around the relocate as he was 5-6 years ago. It's not that big of a deal. Leshrac, also a hero that doesn't care too much about the silence. If he gets silence, he has Edict, Pulse Nova running already. He's still gonna get the damage out. You're not gonna stop him from using it. So a bit of a wild one, I would say. They have very good heroes to run at people. Both of these teams not relying on cooldown. Sure, you have Global Silence, Lasso's on relatively low cooldown, so it seems like both teams want to keep fighting early on.
Yeah, and this Batrider pick doesn't give away too much because you could still have it be in the 4 position. Whether or not they want it mid will be the question. Do you want to throw a Batrider mid against Leshrac if it's the matchup? And now it could just be the Primal Beast that's over mid too. We've seen that a bunch, and Primal Beast also shows up in the off lane. It's a very strong hero, but is it still the same build where it's just first item BKB for the most part, so you're able to throw in that Pulverize and feel safe in these fights?
You could get a Blade Mail since you're playing against Batrider. There's a decent amount of uncontrollable damage. And Team Disillusion, they picked up Primal Beast and wanted to protect Primal Beast with the Clockwork. Because Primal Beast doesn't get to play Dota into Clockwork. Into Battery, into Cogs, he just stops. He's just like Primal. He's not Beast at all. And Holy Grail, I like the response. Lifestealer, so you'll have like Infest Bomb with the Batrider, something to follow up with the Global Silence, kidnap someone with Global Silence, Lifestealer. Great matchup against the Primal Beast. So I want to see how Team Disillusion is going to set up their lanes. Also, looking at like the player names, so we were joking before.
Go for it.
Okay,
now's your chance.
I cannot. Like, this is something that I would do if I played competitive Dota again. I would make a name like L'Enfant Sellout Trey or whatever however you pronounce it. I probably butchered
We're sorry to the French. Oh, the French. Oh no. We're sorry. Oh gosh, Ember to finish off the draft here for Holy Grail. The Lycan was, in my eyes, I wanted it to be the safe laner, but it's looking like Lifestealer safe lane, Ember mid, Lycan off lane, right? Like Lifestealer is not gonna be that off pick, or swap with like a Batrider and be a 4.
No. This is pretty straightforward. Like Lifestealer, it's a lot of right clicks. It's a lot of heroes that can get on top of both Io and Leshrac. So Team Disillusion, they need to figure it out. And it's the old school classic to Lifestealer. Good in the lane against Lycan as well, so... Yeah, it's going to be Dolme playing Lycan, Summer on the Lifestealer, Gon on Ember Spirit. So pretty straightforward coming out from Holy Grail. It's a good Razor game. It really is. It's also going to be like Razor Clockwork. It's a lot of kill threat, especially on a hero like Lycan. I don't think this lane's going to be easy for Holy Grail, but looking at the bottom lane, Lifestealer plus Silencer, they should win this lane. Batrider, he's going to, like, because they don't have the hero to protect this Razor pick. This is overall 24 pick Razor, so feels really good, plus the Clockwork. I think Team Disillusion, if you removed the names, I would definitely prefer their lineup. It's just that Holy Grail, their execution in the team fights has been much better than Team Disillusion, but we're in for a good game, I would say, because we have a better team with worse draft. So I would say that this is like, now after doing all the math, I think this is maybe even 55-45 for Team Disillusion, because they really like their draft.
Well, the games that they did play in the DPC were long ones. They were, like 58 minutes and 48 minutes when they did end up getting 2-0'd by Holy Grail, but they were close games overall. So maybe having the draft advantage is what they need to kind of push themselves across the finish line and get themselves a victory in this first game. And it's going to be interesting to see because, it's always interesting when you think the underdog, I would say, is got the better draft. And it's always interesting at the beginning of a patch, right? Like where maybe a team doesn't know a few things here or there based on what the other team's got, right?
For sure. I mean, the patch, it was a big one. This patch is pretty massive. Yeah. Also mid lane, like I feel like they should win at least 2 lanes, and top lane for Team Disillusion shouldn't go as well, but yeah, 2 lanes, they already have them secured just by looking at the matchups.
Now the Razor, L'Enfer c'est leur toi. I don't know, I butchered that, that's not even close. I listened to it like 30 times on the Google Translate speaker before this, and I botched that horribly.
Yeah, let me listen to it one more time.
Yeah, go for it. We're listening. And then repeat that.
Zutra. Okay, that's
This is... Oh, gosh. Looks like we got a fight on our hands, so they are going to try and go forward with that onslaught, but the Flame Break taking level 1, and that'll push them back, so no first blood to be had. Life is always nice when you don't have to give up that first blood, and it ends up being 3 runes to 1. The Holy Grail, not getting everything they would have wanted out of that. By the way, DQQ, I don't know if you remember him by the name Drink back a little while ago.
Yeah, he played Brewmaster back in the days. That's why he renamed himself to Drink. Oh, SJ.
Is he going to be okay? Let's see. Chase down
Blood
here.
Grenade also available. He's donezo.
Oh, can he get around him? Fairy Fire. Is he done with the onslaught he is? Okay. All right. I wanted to give him some hope. But that just isn't happening when 3 heroes are running your way, even under the tier 1 tower. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, this
Get your hand out of the snake pot.
Not doing another
a weird mixture of, I would
Are you
say,
still cooking or something?
No, I'm
Div 2
going to
players
doors.
that never found a
We'll be
home.
putting
The
them in
heck?
snake pots in a minute.
This seems to be the story of a lot
Can I
of
get to the right
players
floor?
from China,
No.
especially in
Yes.
Div 2, where they've like Magma.
You can
LDCS
stop this at any
members,
time by
where
giving
some
me
of
my
them
scepter.
look really good,
You're
but
not getting the
as a
scepter.
team,
Get out of me
never
too.
really worked out. I'm talking about
You
know
can stop
making
this
it,
at
going
any
to the
time.
majors,
It's on you.
competing with the best, not
Well,
just.
so this guy has to go
being
to a
in
certain
Division
depth
1,
to
then
be able
getting
to put his
dropped
hand in
down to
pots.
Division 2, then again,
Well, it's
you
not
keep
worth
beating
it.
that because
The early snakes aren't worth my
pretty
time.
similar to some of these teams. You're like somewhere.
Well,
in
the early
between.
snakes
You're
or
not
later
good
snakes
enough
are
to
worth
beat
more
the
XP
tier 1
now?
teams, but you're
They've
also
always
better
been.
than
I've
all
always
of the
been
tier
doing
2
this.
teams.
Guys haven't watched a single run.
Crazy because you think about
You think I've parsed anything you're doing in this place? You put your hand in the snake pot where it doesn't belong. That's all I know.
Teams like Magma
Put it in the deep
they
floors
have
so
a way
that
better chance of making the major.
Oh, for sure, because like competition
So
in
they can
China
get the XP.
in the last year, yeah, it's definitely watered down. So looking at the lanes, 13, 14 and 3 on this, and bottom lane, they're making a move.
Yeah, they want to go in. They've got the cogs around on Dolme, and the battery assault, the right clicks. Will they have enough? Not looking likely. Now a little bit of a turnaround from DQQ. But he's going to use that Firefly just to burn some creeps and retreat back to Dolme. Dolme, he's always had the same letters. It used to be Dolem.
Yeah, when I was doing some research, I'm like, did they mess it up on Wikipedia? And then I checked his alter nicknames, and it's Dolem. My man, he's very creative.
I'm going from B-Cop to K-Bop. That's the next change. Enid.
I mean, people already troll with my name being lactose, so can't really blame Dolem, aka Dolme, aka another nickname.
That's Guevara. Was I think his other nickname. Yeah, it's always interesting to see the little bit of changes. Like, why go from drink to DQQ? I always wonder what makes you want to switch it up just a little bit, or what makes you want to go to l'enfer c'est le trait. I'm so bad. I took 8 years of French, mind you, in high school. Was never listening, apparently.
Yeah. This has been said by Jean-Paul Sartre, the French philosopher, by the way. It means hell is other people.
This guy went to college.
This guy is really smart. No, this guy knows how to Google. And yeah, looking at the lanes so far, things are going well. Like the ones that we expected to do well. The one that surprises me the most is Lycan having 18 and 10. And Razor's only sitting at 12. I think they tried to battle it out a couple of times, but didn't manage to get any of the kills.
Yeah, which is weird because you also saw Lycan kind of standing still in the lane. I wasn't playing aggressive, so where did all that CS go that you just kind of didn't get?
I also think the first blood that they made gave Lycan first free farm lane, because he can, even if he gets damage drained, he can still last hit with 2 wolves.
And deny with them, apparently. He's got 11 denies.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting at 69 plus 6 damage with 2 points in Feral Impulse.
Always nice. But still leaning just a touch to Team Disillusion. Every time I say the name Team Disillusion, I feel like, you know that YouTuber, like Professor Disillusioned or whatever? I think it's him. He's the guy who like proves videos to be fake and tells you why. It's really cool. He's a very cool YouTuber, if I'm getting the name right. That's who I always think of. On to better things. Dota on our screen. All right. SJ. He's got a blood grenade. He's looking to get himself a pair of boots as Aaron is in the vicinity and crossing over towards mid for a second. But bottom lane's still duking it out. 28 and 13 now for this Lycan.
It's a lot of XP denied. Razor's only level 3. Lycan level 4.5. Blood grenade mid lane.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Does SJ have him? No, not with Aaron there.
Okay, he knew that Wisp was coming.
I'm not going to be able to grab the kill, unfortunately. But they're even looking to maybe play aggressive here. Slight comes in, Arcane Curse.
Another blood grenade.
And last word with this Clockwork coming in, as well as the Bat Rider. So it's just a party in the mid lane, which is something we used to see at the 6-minute mark a lot. Especially in like SEA when we were covering it.
Yeah, unfortunately for Holy Grail, Gun did not have level 6. He was 1 CS short of it. And looking at Primal Beast stop, creep skipping, because he's off to a good start. He got that first blood, sitting on top of CS at the moment. Going into drums next, phase boots, drums, double bracer. So he might pick up you know, after finishing off drums.
Bottom.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dolme will die this time around. That was the first rotation coming out from Leshrac. Exactly what they need to do. Like, they feel like they needed to fix this because Dolme, he has a lot of net worth. Like, I mean, in terms of net worth, he doesn't have much because I just switched to it, but he had a lot of CS, especially after this death. He's the lowest net worth core.
Which is crazy to think with how Razor's his CS has been going, but he picks himself, makes a stack here as he's going to be trying to farm as efficiently as possible, and has that early Falcon Blade with the boots of speed. And they're going to go over to try and find this Life Stealer, and they've got the Pulverize ready to go. The damage is there, the rage is not enough. So Summer ends up dead, and hey, they could put pressure on this tier 1 tower, potentially even just take it for free afterwards, but they're going to have to wait for this glyph to make that decision.
Yeah, Pulverize. I mean, this...
Where Scepter? Where is she? Where is she? My Scepter, my precious sweetie Scepter.
No scepter.
That party hat on, a new feature for the
You're not
10th
wrong.
anniversary.
Oh man, those sets are so amazing. I'm not big on sets. When I open it up, I'm like, let's see what it's gonna be. And then I'm like, okay, wow, down the memory lane, because some of this stuff has been like in the game for a really long time. Like Alpine Ursa set, now finally you can get it. Different version.
Now.
Yeah, you can actually get it without having to invest. All you have to do is win games.
Oh.
Lol. Yeah, so that's gonna be the difficult part.
10 of them, especially. There are months where I don't win 10 games. It's a rough life sometimes. You just hit that streak of losses. But hopefully that doesn't happen again. Where I don't know if you remember the 28 loss streak I had in ranked. That was not fun.
Then we started coaching you and it got better.
A little bit. I've been getting better. I think things are going okay. What's going okay now for Holy Grail is this push and pressure onto the bottom tier 1.
They grouped up. They feel like they need to bring numbers, but Disillusion. We'll just get the farm on the other side of the map right now. They're finding the triangle. They already killed the top tower.
That's a good tower take here. You know, they're not complacent with the pressure that Team Disillusion's putting through onto them, right?
Yeah. And also Aaron, he does have Relocate available, plus Mech, which is on cooldown, but still they feel super strong right
Progs
now.
around, and Dolme coming in. Look at the damage onto this Leshrac. Onslaught, no, doesn't go to the low ground, just pulverizes onto the Batrider. The Slight gets the kill in Aaron. They'll look over at Aenid and try to chase him through the tower, at least for a second, but...
When I said they feel strong, I thought Primal Beast is going to be there in the middle of the fight with the Trample, 4 points in Trample, Onslaught, to provide a little bit more sustain for Leshrac. Maybe Mech comes off cooldown, then they pop it. So that would be the sustain that they needed. But yeah, this is something we talked about, like the execution. Aenid, he's going in and gets it.
Yeah.
SJ
goes down. Dolme looking like he's going to be next. No way for him to get out if they're going to continue to chase, and they will. There's not much stopping them at the moment. Now the Searing Chains after the Slight. They land the stun with the Pulverize, and you get 3 kills? Well, we'll do it right on back to you.
This is how I expect the previous fight to go. It's just that they showed now with Mech available on IO, and also Primal Beast landing his abilities. He did not get stuck on the high ground. This is also a fight without the Razor getting involved. Clockwork was not there. He's trying to farm his level 6. Level 5 only at the moment, but he's having a great time. Like the most farm hero in the game by far. Super tanky. Him going in, like, I'm a little worried for their damage output on this Primal Beast until Lifestealer gets his like 2-3 item timing. I don't even consider Hand of Midas a one item because it's just a farming tool for now.
I love having it should be. You know what? Now that it has 2 charges,
is this one of your ideas that how to?
I'll hold on. I'll hold that thought for a second as they get the kill on the DQQ. Gome will have to run.
Nah, talk about what's important. Give me the ideas.
I was just gonna say, if it's 2 charges now, it shouldn't be called Hand of Midas. It should be Hands of Midas.
Okay.
Because you've got 2 hands.
Yeah, it's I believe Greek lore where like King Midas, whatever he touched turned into gold. Like
with both hands.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was both hands or just one hand.
Sometimes you go silent, and let me tell you, the anxiety that rolls through my brain. Like, is this the last time Lacoste is speaking to me? Like, he just left. Like, he's gone.
I muted you. See,
I panic.
Gotta build that confidence.
Slowly but surely.
I'm not talking about rank confidence.
Yeah, and I don't have a Midas to really catch back up. This is a nice, hefty stack here. Ooh-wee. Look at that.
I'm not sure who's gonna farm it. That's the problem.
Batrider?
Maybe Batrider has 3 points in Firefly, so that's gonna take a while. But yeah, gotta give him his Blink Dagger time. I don't think he can even farm it, especially if he farms it like this. He wanted to farm the big camp as well, so some damage has been dealt. Meanwhile, on the other side, Iolash farming the triangle. And I'll tell you that, they can do it.
He can come on over and take it himself if they see it. Which means they really need to protect that stack. That would be really disappointing if that whole stack goes to a Shrek on the other team.
5k gold lead for Team Disillusion. They're still gonna keep farming. Razor going into Manta style. There are different builds on Razor. Like I've seen people doing 2-3 different builds. One with Mask of Madness into like BKB. The one that you love to farm more with the Maelstrom and Manta style. Because this hero, he farms really fast because camps are like in the outer rings. You can farm 2 camps at the same time pretty much with the plasma field.
Yeah, and he was doing that early. He was stacking for himself and farming those camps. It was pretty efficient. It was quite nice to watch. I'm always a big fan of efficient farming. And stacking. Overeyes, SJ, he's caught. And he's going to be killed off with ease. As he just kind of gets caught. Maybe looking to place down some vision there, but unfortunately... the ward stays in his inventory, and he's unable to place it down.
Razor. There's a Razor.
2 and a 5,000 net worth lead.
Yeah, this must be. I saw a weird-looking hero that I didn't recognize. He was like stabbing things with a rapier. I think it was just Razor whipping things weirdly.
This is a pretty significant advantage with this lineup.
No.
It should be easier to execute after, right?
No.
Yeah, your mom normally. They
no.
don't look lost at all. I want to see them go
whip
to the
yourself.
And take it, bring like 3 heroes, 4 points in Diabolic Edict should be enough. But they're farming, like they're getting the gold advantage. And they're not in a rush, like they have a really good scaling lineup on their side.
Razor. They've got the flame break, they'll hit the lasso. A blood grenade as well as a last word, so the silence is on him, the kill is there, and that's good gold going the way of Holy Grail. Well done to get that pick off, and maybe a little bit surprising that this Razor's kind of so far off on his own.
Just don't work over and over and over.
I assume they're gonna wait for Manta style on Razor so that he joins, have something to dispel steering chains, global silence, some sticky napalm charges, and then they can even go into Roche Pit. There's the big pickup.
Yeah,
they managed to get gone, and as I said, bring numbers, 3 heroes mid, take the tower with Edict, force out the glyph for now, but should be able to take it.
EQQ is here, but I really don't think they're gonna. Yeah, there's no way they can defend that. He does have that blink dagger though now, so Maybe they can look for a smoke and a pickoff because they are holding one on this Bat Rider. Would definitely be nice to see, that's for sure. But it's pretty much what we expected. Now the Leshrac just kind of tethered up to this IO permanently, right?
Yeah, we also didn't mention that this combo has been, I would say, nerfed overall. When you do the math, like how you want to play these two together, his shard now gives you slow resistance compared to the previous like spell amplification, which is what Leshrac wants to get from it. But you know, slow resistance, not too bad, since you're playing into Silencer, into Batrider, Lifestealer as well with his insane ability.
They're relocating in. Or, well, Aaron's relocating in, and now with him just being there by himself, he's in a lot of danger. They're gonna go chase and get that second kill.
Oof.
He was top when we last looked, tethered right up to the Leshrac, but I guess Lesh didn't want to come. Or there was a mistake made.
Holy Grail doing a very good job just figuring out where the heroes are or where they can strike, because this type of a move gives you like another good 30 seconds up to a minute of farm. They need to respawn and then start to play more aggressive, because Ionid, he was showing on the mid lane with 0 mana, so they knew that they can take this fight. He was farming his BKB, and let's see, I want to see Team Disillusion take a fight right now, because they're super strong.
They haven't taken that big fight since mid when they got 3, after losing 3 though. So I want to see some of that confidence come out from them. I love the party hats. They seem to be constantly activating them. I'm not sure how long they last.
Ooh, this is a big one. Ionid can find him. Yes, he can. There's Observer Ward.
He's got the blink, but the global is used to stop the pulverize. The hookshot still lands on SJ. I guess that's one they're willing to lose, but Dome thinking about going back in because he's going to have some help here from Gon. So with the double damage, the Sleight of Fist, the Searing Chains, the BKB comes out afterwards, and Aeonid, well, he's got a TP, but it looks like he's just baiting for the relocate and the Razor to come in. So now Slight, Searing Chains on the 2, and with this relocate, they don't get anything. The disengage right now from Holy Grail is pretty well played.
2 big abilities used, Global Silence plus Shapeshift. So that's gonna be 50 seconds for Shapeshift, 80 seconds for Silencers, Global to come online. I want to see them make a move right now, because they don't rely on any cooldown. Like, your longest cooldown is pretty much Hookshot, and I don't think you care too much about it. Like, Clockwork needs to be the one going in, getting the hook shot, locking onto a target, most likely gonna die afterwards, but they need Primal Beast to get like Pulverize, maybe another round of spells, because without it, they don't have enough control. And then Holy Grail can disengage. Lasso has been finished, another lasso.
Lasso, and that's going to be the old popped immediately by the Razor. Do they have the
that Razor definitely has
I wish I could.
It's like a knight with Razor, because he's got like a shield and a sword.
Nobody expects the turnaround from the French, and unfortunately it's just not enough. Infest to survive
It's
on
like
Summer. They get the kill onto the Razor. The onslaught to the backline looking over at SJ. The trample right on top of him to get this kill.
It's weird because he's still animating like he would with his whip, but like it's swords do not work that way.
And a good 2-for-1 from Team Disillusion.
As long as they're playing together, if you have
Also, he's getting bullied, but it's okay. He has a Primal
together,
Beast.
I feel like they have guaranteed 2 kills, because both of these heroes are super tanky.
Uh-oh, server's lagging.
To IO, who does have max sitting on 1,400 gold for now, so I see Holy Locket.
It does not work that way.
In the quick buy, so there's going to be some extra healing coming out. Healing amplification as well.
Very situational item. Don't really see that item too much.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same problem with the item. It's the build-up diadem, because you want to buy it on support. Like, when are you gonna get 1,000 gold as a support? Like, that's the biggest one. Maybe if it was something cheaper, maybe like double crown, I think the build-up would be so much nicer.
Yeah, I could definitely see and agree with that. By the way, Dolme taking the Tormentor, that gives a shard over to this Silencer. By the way, no Glaives and no Stolen Int. They catch themselves Clockwork, and the damage will be there from the neutral creep. So, well, Mud Golems have a kill on the board.
Yet gone. Mud Golems. It's like they want to take the Tormentor. With these 3 heroes, they have the Sustain. They do have enough. Let's see who's going to get the shard. It's going to be Io. So, new shard. Slow resistance, 30%. Not a bad one. The other one who could get it is Jetpack on Clockwork, which is also fine, which could give Clockwork some extra survivability. He goes in with the hook shot, traps him inside the cogs, and then flies out.
Yeah, but these supports are both buying Force Staff. They're about to have one on DQQ, and then Silencer's also close to his.
Also, very interesting build from Gon.
67.8%.
Yeah,
it has slowed down quite a bit.
Tundra, one
that's how
Mage
the
Slayer plus
statistics work.
Ragepack, Pipe as well.
I mean,
Whenever
the long
they play
tail
against
now.
Leshrac, they tend to buy this item, mostly from the safe lane role, sometimes from the off lane, but trying to itemize. I mean, it's good against Primal Beast, it's good against Razor's magic damage output as well, so it's a good pickup. It's just that you're not gonna scale as much because it doesn't give you as much damage as maybe some other items.
Gon's really playing with fire again. He does have a Remnant back a little bit, but Clockwork's kind of in the vicinity. You get caught a little bit too much, and you might just be found out. Especially if they catch eyes on that Remnant, but he's able to roll on back to it, so he's A-okay. This net worth lead is pretty much staying the same here, and Lifestealer forced to use that Infest. They find themselves the Clockwork, and he uses the hook shot. He eventually dies. Gon kills him. And they start to back away, and a pick off like that, again, if you're able to get in and out reliably without losing anything, you are going to start to chip away at this lead, but it's still pretty significant from Team Disillusion.
Holy Grail, they're killing Clockwork. It's their way to initiate a fight. Primal Beast can be the other guy, but I think they're fine with this. Like, killing Clockwork, getting some extra farm as well. Lifestealer also building into Scotty. So that's going to be a way of slowing down. Because you're playing into 2 range heroes, also reducing the healing from Io, from Bloodstone. There's no Spirit Vessel available. Eventually, someone's going to pick up Shiva's Guard as well to deal with that insane healing that Io provides.
Right. Do you think that this net worth lead right now for Team Disillusion is misleading?
Not necessarily. I feel like they just need to group up and find an opening. So far, Holy Grail's been doing a good job, dodging the fights, getting a pick off, and slowing them down. Razor's massive, however. La France, Cell, Alotre, he's he is massive. Like, look at the amount of farm. This is like old Razor. Back in Dota 1 days, Razor had like all of the chain abilities, like everything hit you with the chain, and it's back. Storm Surge now, like the shard is implemented into his Storm Surge, and also building the Mjolnir, so it's going to be a lot of zaps.
Infest used and a smoke. So they're going to try and make something happen. They've got themselves the Pulverized, but the Global Silence comes in with a lasso. They get a kill immediately onto the Razor. The damage is just too much for him to handle. Aaron's going to fall second. And even with this net worth lead, well, it's looking like Team Disillusion were delusional in taking this fight. And they get found out as they lose 4, and it should be a full team wipe. They've got that whip. They've got the kill. They have the wipe. And they should have an Aegis to follow that up. A full team wipe, and now the game is even.
If I'm Razor in this one, this is where I click on my Dota Plus to see how much damage I received. From which, like, was it magical? Who killed me the most? Stay away from it. But Lifestealer going ham in the previous fight. They are able to connect onto a target with the lasso, Global Silence, to immediately stop the Pulverize from going off. And then the fight felt completely over, like the overwhelming amount of physical damage, because all 3 cores are physical. One of the reasons why Razor is building into AC, and we're gonna see that again. Like Pulverize, Instant Global Silence, and look at Razor. Completely dismantled, dragged in front of the 3 heroes, and then Io just disappears as well. The fight is already been lost here, because I feel like they need to get a pick off with, they need to be the one initiating, putting Silencer in a difficult spot to initiate with the hook shot, get on top of him, maybe find him with the Pulverize, because I don't think you can allow yourself to go for a different target, because this Silencer has been causing a lot of issues with the global.
Yeah, and he's waiting for Pulverize, because it takes away a significant amount of control that the side of Team Disillusion have once that Pulverize is put on cooldown and they're not holding on to anybody with it.
And a bit of a Monka moment incoming. Dolme building into Aghanim Scepter, just 800 gold away. Then you're gonna have Lifestealer that is bitten by a wolf. What animal is he? I don't know.
Yeah, that was my question. What is Lifestealer? Like, is he a... Like, what is he? Because that,
Gotta read the role.
It's not a human, right?
No. I don't know.
It's Baraka.
Yeah, it's Barack Obama. That's
no, that's Baraka.
I don't know. It's Lifestealer is a ghoul from old Warcraft 3.
So half ghoul.
Back in the days,
half
yeah.
Wolf,
half ghoul, half wolf,
half man, half bear. Pig. Yeah. I mean, if you could be half of 4 things, that's pretty strong in my eyes. They're gonna try and make a jump here with the Infest again. They've got the Force Staff into the Blink and the Infest. And Aaron stands no chance to the summer days ahead of him.
Yeah, this is a hot initiation coming out with the Infest Bomb, Summer, and Batrider paired up together. This Scotty pickup is gonna do some insane things. Like you get on top of Razor. I feel like while you're holding the Aegis, you don't necessarily need to care about static link. You have Force Staffs to break it, get out of the cogs. Force Staff's the best item in this game, pretty much to counter everything.
Flash is in trouble.
Can they catch him?
They're trying to surround him, but now the reinforcements are starting to come through. Dome's not got a lot left on that shapeshift, but it doesn't matter. Look at this golem with the wolves rip apart the clockwork. The armor doesn't do anything to these heroes, or to these neutral creeps, really, as Aeon is going to fall after the Leshrac, and these 3 heroes don't have buyback. And Holy Grail, well, they found the right goblet, and they will sip from it as they continue to extend this net worth, and they've got themselves controlling another one. Razor gonna pop that Manta, but it doesn't look like the rest of the team's gonna be showing up just yet, because Summer is spending his time as well, no longer a wolf, but he was for a moment.
Yeah, this game feels like very difficult right now for Team Disillusion, because they got the items that they wanted. AC on Lycan, all 3 cores benefit from it. Some extra right-click damage coming out from Lifestealer, from Ember Spirit, Sleight of Chains. It feels like Holy Grail. They're like, oh, you have a lineup? We're gonna counter it. You have healing? This is where Scotty's gonna come through. You have overwhelming amount of magic damage. We'll get Mage Slayer. You wanna initiate? We'll counter-initiate with the Global Silence.
Yeah, it does feel like the boxes are checked here for Holy Grail.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Kobold Foreman taken by Lycan's Helm of the Overlord creep instead of whatever he has, because he's holding that grail, right? Kobold Foreman, the best looking creep in the game.
Oh my god. Instead of the ancient granite golem.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Our observer really on point. I don't know, something about this creep. I mean, I know why, because there's this old video, I think I've mentioned that from time to time, where people picked up Helm of the Dominator and you can stack those creeps. So there was a meme game where people had like 50 units and it was Kobold Foreman leading the charge. They had like, I don't know, 15 catapults and they just ran down the mid lane, killed the tier 3 tower, and then kill the throne immediately after.
Yeah, somebody's gonna need to give us that video again because I kind of want to take a look at that. Smoke's gonna break, and there's the hook shot as well as the pulverize. This time it's on SJ, who pops the global after the pulverize, and it looks like he's gonna survive. He's got the Ogre Seal Totem to jump away. They get the kill on a 2. They'll look for more as Aeonid finally gets his hands on SJ, but they end up losing L'Enfer c'est le trois. And it is just not looking good when 2 wolves are running around you, as Aaron's gonna end up dying again. The buyback symbol doesn't even disappear from his icon. A good 3-man stun with the onslaught and the pulverize to follow it up. Aeonid trying to salvage what's left of this fight, but they just cannot kill this life stealer who's half ghoul, half man, half wolf.
Rip.
And the Ogre Seal Totem chase on a DQQ, looking to get this and will. So they get that kill, and now he's out of mana. Can the chase continue? Dolem gonna try and help this Summer life stealer.
Bash?
Oh, 1 bash? No.
Oh. I want to see fight recap how much damage Lifestealer dealt that one, because he was locking on the target. Casual 12,000 damage dealt by Lifestealer in the previous fight, because it seems like he can do whatever he wants. There's a big item picked up on Leshrac, Nihilism. So that's gonna deal well with Lycan, with the Lifestealer as well. Let's see that fight again. So Lifestealer, I mean, it was exactly what I said that they need to do. They need to jump the Silencer before he can get the global off, but there was also, again, another counter initiation with the lasso. In the end, SJ is gonna die, but
what if you're playing the leggiest Dota of all
able
time?
to clean up. And I like that Holy Grail's understanding.
That's all I would want to do.
Is we kill Razor. Razor deals a ton of damage, so we need to take him out first. Also,
the
team
items
needs
in
to
games
play
of
around
Dota
Razor.
are
They need to give him,
guaranteed.
you know, something, some kind of
You
a
should buy him at the shop.
4 staffs. There's 1 available in Clockwork. He also might need to be paired up with Io. Might need to have Relocate, Mech, Holy Locket used on him.
Yeah, the pairing might need to be there. They're gonna go for this Tormentor. By the way, I've noticed no spirits.
Yeah, this has been, I would say, the build on Io. You don't want to deal damage. You want to be as tanky as possible. Oof.
No hook shot clamping on anything. Do you just ignore spirits altogether, or do you eventually take it?
They didn't ignore. They didn't ignore Ember Spirit, but other spirits have been ignored.
And in the new treasure, there's a Void Spirit set.
Yeah.
Summer on the high ground with this ancient granite golem. Big man smash. Dolme just looking to take a chunk out of Summer, make him into a wolf. Blink, lasso, global silence comes in. They're gonna have the remnant forward. They get the kill on Aaron, who's gonna be dead for 50 seconds. Now they focus their attention on Aeonid, who's got the damage to take out DQQ. But now with the Nihilism, can this Leshrac go off? SJ looking like he's gonna die second. And Summer, even as a wolf, can he survive? He's got the infest. He'll go and try to get out. As he's gone into gone. And they are gone.
This is something that I would say. That's what made me laugh so much. But it was overall a nice save and not a bad fight coming out from Team Disillusion. Like you see the
What if
power
you got
of
a scepter right now?
also coming out from him. Not just Aghanim Scepter, but Hex in 700 gold. So that's going to be their ways of controlling the Ember Spirit. Sure, you need to go through his Lincolns first, Lifestealer as well. But they're still in this game. Like, they definitely didn't lose. Razor just needs to be able to, like, have a slower entry to a fight. Like, he needs to survive the initial burst of damage they throw at him every single time.
So, Summer about to hit that level 25. Roche about to respawn. Where's, Alright, Dolme's at 20.
Not this floor. One more floor. Chance.
Team Disillusion, they're going to be the first ones in a Roche. No global for the moment. Oh, well, never mind. It's back off cooldown. Global is available.
Do you even need me? So you can solo do this one.
No, I can't. They're gonna go and jump in. They've got the pulverize. They get the kill on the DQQ, but the global silence comes out a little bit late. They get the kill on the Aeonid. He'll buy back. And let's see how quickly he can get back into the fight. The Remnant off to the other side, near towards SJ. Hookshot missing. Heroes don't exactly have a lot of health remaining on the side of Team Disillusion, but not re-engaging just yet is Holy Grail.
Batrider does have buyback available, no TP for 15 seconds, so let's see if he's gonna wait until TP's available. Maybe Fish will come in.
Pulverize. Flash, can he survive? He's got a lot of heal coming in, but Summer's standing his ground for the moment. Now he's been broken. Look at the damage. They get the kill on a Summer. They'll take him out for 99 seconds. He does have buyback. SJ's next. Last word, SJ trying to turn, trying to do something, and, well, he's actually going to use that Ogre Seal Totem to jump away. That Rider is the one who buys back, while on the other side, Dome is going to die here. They've got the lockdown, and there's the Plasma Field getting the last hit, and they also take out SJ with some help. Down goes DQQ, who just bought back for nothing. And Holy Grail, will they flip their cup upside down because they just spilled the lead everywhere?
Yeah, this is a great fight for Team Disillusion. Leshrac really going ham in the previous fight, and also they split up the fight nicely. They did fight at like 2 fronts. Leshrac, he also hits level 25, so Diabolic Explosions talent now available, and this should also be Roche. So Cheese, Aegis available. This time, Lamphor Sellout Trey, he's gonna pick up the Aegis. So that's gonna be...
What was that
like, you need to go 2 times through Razor with the Butterfly available now. Butterfly is a big pickup because Lycan is relying on physical damage, so is Lifestealer, and now you don't have anything to go through that evasion. Also, big part is you break Lifestealer, his 2 abilities are gone. Like, he doesn't do much.
Yeah, Summer tried to stand his ground and surrounded by everybody, and he just died. He didn't really have much help there, though. Now you like bat bought back, but I don't know if he really needed to.
Alright, we'll go back stream. I'm not doing more tonight. Bye.